Gold just came out from the bad goat shit.
Oh, yes.
1609 incoming.
Yes.
Good morning, Raja. Good morning, Inad.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hey, good morning, Papa.
Morning.
Morning.
Hello, hello.
Yeah.
GJ stuck in. I think if 1600 gets respected, you're right, now we're going back to 1610.
Hopefully. We should.
Seems like it, because looking at the daily's got the wick to fill up over there.
Yeah.
4 hour.
4 hours. Exactly. The key points are 4 hours.
Key point is the 4 hour, man. Because this 4
Yeah.
hour has broken above these previous 4 hours.
Just to mention, in the first 10 minutes of its formation of this first starting of this first 4 hour, it broke the consolidation.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's the main point.
Oh, we got Mr. Yasser over there. With the mini Mr. Yasser.
Morning, man. Morning, Chris. Morning, everyone. Morning, Raja.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, yes, sir.
Morning, buddy.
Wow, nice baby. Yeah. फरजन साहब अच्छे लग रहे हैं.
If someone was supposed to buy gold, it's not bad. 12 pip stop. The direction is bullish on gold. It's just the fact that, okay, where you're going to be putting your stop. That's the problem. So you might want to see how this hour closes, and based on this hour close, and based on where the candles are going to be on a 30-minute, then I'm going to see if I can execute a buy position on gold to continue bullish. Gold buy now, question mark. Well, it's up to you. If you think this is a good position to buy gold, then you can continue and hit buy.
And plus with the gold today and the Asian session, it tapped into the 1585s to 80, and it's from that moment it's not going back. You can see every hour it's consolidated, but it has not went back. Yeah, that's my bias.
GJ is ranging. It's pretty easy to tell that GJ is in a range. Look at the 4 hour. 4 hour is a mess. 4 hour doesn't know what's going on. But if you try to tell a story on the 4 hour, basically 4 hour tried to create some sort of support over here, and this 4 hour went up, came down, now it's in the middle, so it's unsure whether this is going to go bullish or bearish. But if my bias was there, I would say since the support was created at 137, 670, 650, this should continue moving bullish. But you know, it's just consolidating, so it's very hard to predict. But if you look on gold is very easy to say that okay, it's bullish, but when are we going to take entries? That's the problem.
I think with GG, the problem is that we have the G7 meetings today, the entire day. So it's probably going to be ranging until the G7 meeting finish.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
So I think gold will be blessed if it moves nice.
Oh yeah, gold is going to be the move for today.
Because ideally, what happened with gold is like there was resistance here, it broke out of it.
Yeah.
Now it needs some sort of a support formed to continue going up. That would be the best. If you get a support formed, that would be amazing. What are the pre-markets saying? Are the pre-markets down? They should be down. You know. Oh, they are kind of down. If David were here, he would come up and say, well guys, I'm looking at the indices and the indices are down this morning, and we say, yeah, perfect, gold should continue going up. But I guess it's too early for David right now.
Good morning, everyone.
Hey, good morning.
I think David's in Vegas.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I saw the live yesterday.
Yeah.
I think he was live for like 2 minutes.
Yeah. Just saying g'day.
He looked drunk. Could you please take a look at USD CAD? No. You need to read the screen. It says, don't say look at this or look at that. It says post a labeled chart. If this is your first day here, you should watch the intro video. If you haven't watched the intro video, then I don't know why you're here. So that's important. Let's take a look at it. Oh, GPAUD sells. 4 hour broke support, 1 hour closed below in pin bar. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think you're gonna get these sells. Look good. They do look good. To trade agent session is the best way during the open or close. I think during the open of the agent session is the best time to trade agent session, because there's a lot of volume. When it starts to close, I haven't really seen how it closes, so you'll have to watch it for a couple days to see how it closes and to see if you can probably get something or not. I'm here because I like the way you lose money. Oh, thank you. Alright, gold is starting to move up over here.
That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that too. But then I was also thinking buy stops, above the previous candle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to ask you if you think that's a good trade, putting buy stops.
I am in a gold buy. Okay. I'm in a gold buy.
What's your confirmation, Raja?
My confirmation is that this is heading bullish, and this 15-minute candle is about to close. It's making succession of these lower highs over here. So my bias is bullish on gold. So what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to give it two chances, right? One is going to be a buying attempt right now, and if it does not work, or if it hits stop, then I'm going to give it another chance. You know, because maybe it's going to come down to create some sort of a support and then go up. So I think this is an early buy, which should not have been taken. So I will close this buy. Yeah, I basically opened it and closed it.
Yeah. Nah, look, it's
Because it should not have been taken, mate. So I closed it.
Yeah, you're playing around in that zone. So gold,
yeah, I realized that. I mean, nah.
Well, I hope YouTube realized that too.
Yeah, let me go call Raja, man. I can't trade it. Let's go call Raja.
Morning, gentlemen.
Hey,
Morning,
morning.
Chris.
How we doing? Good?
Pretty good, thanks. You?
Good. Yeah, not bad, Tat. Not bad.
We got a birthday boy here, guys.
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh,
It's
Oh,
Saturday.
happy birthday.
Shit.
Happy birthday to you, birthday, Monty. Happy birthday.
Cheers, guys. Thanks for reminding me. Getting old,
Happy birthday,
man.
Chris.
Thanks, man.
Alright, this is perfect. If price starts to go above the high of the previous two candles, that's where a buying opportunity is going to be for me now. 1603.50, or if we create a support at like around 1600. That's it. I'm in a GJ sell. What do you think? I think GJ is ranging. So, yeah, GJ is just ranging over here. It's going to be pretty hard to trade GJ. I think your best option is going to be to wait for a break below 137.680, so price can continue down. Or what you can do is you can wait for, I don't know, the upside. I don't like the upside. I like the downside. So 137.680 would be better. Because then you have this range here, this 40 pip range.
It's gold, Raja.
Yeah, I know, I'm watching gold. I was looking at the price.
Yeah. You were right. You said to hold.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just about to close my position.
Ooh, that's nice.
Alright, I'm out.
Well done.
What?
I told you. Right where we talked. Alright?
You
Yeah.
took advantage of rakeel.
There's way more upside to this than that.
Oh yeah, no, I know, but I'll wait for the New York session to start because 1605 is a major resistance on my chart.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, this 30-minute has potential to continue going.
But I just wanted that piece where we talked about.
Oh, there you go. Activated. Now we've broken these two highs, and now this should continue moving bullish. First we fill this wick, then we come to 1605.40. Come on, let's go. Sir, EJ looks like it's going to drop around 30 pips right now. I don't want to know your thoughts. Well, you should send me a chart.
There you go.
Nice work, man.
Very nice, Raja.
Well, thank you.
Well, end of the stream.
Be careful of gold Wickfield reversal. I don't think so. I don't think that Wickfield reversal is going to happen. I think people are going to look for a retest, but that retest is never going to come, and gold is just going to continue moving. In this instance, basically, you just put stops at break even and yeah, this should continue rallying here. Yeah, I think the first position there wasn't much confidence in it. The second one I took at 1603.30 at the start to break the highs, and I should continue moving
It's
up.
just the your stop. I mean, you just had to be a little bit more cautious. If you're watching the smaller time frame, and when I drew this out, this fill over here, right? The 5-minute time frames were holding support, so your risk was this, and then your reward was that upside. So it was a good trade. I think we're coming to a major resistance at 1605.50, so just be aware.
Yeah, it's gonna continue.
Yeah.
This will be one of those days where guys say, "Oh, but gold did no retest, man."
Yep.
The daily on gold looks like a break in retest, basically.
Well, this daily candle will fill.
Yeah.
We see this all the time. So basically, what I was talking about in the IG live yesterday is this area here. Once we leave that area, then we have upside probably to here again. But we have to fight through this zone here, which we're doing right now. That's why there's major resistance at 1605.
What about the NY pullback tip?
Yeah, well, that's going to happen in an hour, right? We still have it's only 6:51 a.m. We still have an hour and a half.
Okay.
So you guys over leverage, and no, basically I focus on 10 to 12 pips, and that's about it. 10 to 12 pips. So if you measure this gold move, this move up was around like 20 pips, because now it looks like really small, but it's 20 pips because gold has a lot of volume. There's a lot of volume in gold, so I mainly focus on 10 to 12 pips, and that's about it. maybe once a day, twice a day, and that's it. Because
Good morning.
when most people take a trade, they'll take a trade, it's going to go in drawdown, then they're going to start to worry that, oh man, it's in a drawdown. So that's an unplanned trade when trade goes in a drawdown. When I go in a drawdown, it's like, okay, whatever, like we'll see what happens. And if it's stop loss, I'm like, okay, because like every trade has to be planned. You know, when someone takes an unplanned trade and then they say, okay, you know what, I'm going to extend my stop loss because now I'm in a swing trade, that's a bad idea.
Roger, are you still on this, or did you pull at the wick fill?
I pulled out at the wick fill. Entered at 16:03:30, exited at 16:04:40.
Yeah, you have to exit there because you're going to get a pullback for the 7 a.m. candle.
And the Bible talks about getting rich quick. Flipping accounts is a no-no. Yeah, this should
7 a.m. candle is Eastern time zone because that's where we are. We're in the Eastern time zone. You guys have to pay attention to details. You don't pay attention to how candles react. If you look at the way that the structure of the candle is, understand how this was formed and this was formed. The wicks on both sides. Understand where those came from. They came from the smaller time frames. Build out a candle based on smaller time frames. So right now, this is part of the hour candle, this is part of the hour candle, this is part of the hour candle, and this is part of the hour candle. So how did those candles operate within the hour time frame? And if you figure that out, you'll understand that more than likely before 7 o'clock, there's going to be a bit of a pullback. But what ends up happening, the first candle rips up here, these candles consolidate, we get a final push, and now we get a pullback. This happens on a daily, hourly, 15-minute, 5-minute basis. You need to understand these simple concepts. You guys are overcomplicating things, and you're not paying attention to the small little details that the charts give you based on the way price moves. It's very, very straightforward if you are able to break down the candles and tell yourself a story. I don't understand why we still discuss this like a year and a half in when there's about 110 videos discussing this every single day. It's the exact same thing. Nothing changes.
Ooh, this could be a nice idea here. 15 pip stop and the continuation. 40 pips, 35 pips. Wow. If this candle even closes like this, now it's making a higher low, and a higher low means potential supports on the smaller time frames. So this area here it should support price for continuation.
Raj, on the hourly time frame is in there clean candles to the left as well.
Yeah, but the only problem I have with that is like there's these candles that wicked in the same price area, like 1605, 1604, and then they rejected it. So that's what's kind of like keeping me at the fence, you know.
So the rejection of those candles.
Yeah, because you see right over here, like after Asian Open on the 1st March, candle came up, rejected this area, and then again close to, like, you know, pre-London, rejection again, in London, rejection again, in New York here, so we're back at the same area. So for this to continue moving up, I think, yeah, Ted was right about this liquidity area, that this area needs to hold as support. 1602, 1601, it has to hold as support so that price can continue moving bullish.
Yeah. You'll find that this will probably dip down back into here just a little bit lower, and then we'll get that push further up later on in the next couple hours.
$1,600 is the level with biggest orders. It's breached. So 1610, 1615 is the likely yes. So see now, people have the same destinations, you know, targets are the same, but the entry criterias, entry rules are going to be different for everybody. And also then the exit rules are also different. Some want to hold till 1610, some want to hold till wick fills, you know, some want to hold till X amount of pips or X amount of dollars. I think people should stop looking at how much money a trade is going to make them. They should just look to see, okay, if I enter here and if my safety net, like your stop loss is down over here, and this is the price where I'm going to close. And I can guarantee you, if you start looking at trades like that, if you start to look at trades as like positive moves, then money's just going to start rolling in. I mean, that's what happened to me last time. I barely looked at what I was making. I just focused on, okay, I'm going to lose like 5 lots, 8 lots, and I'm just going to focus on, like, you know, where a move can go.
Yeah, I don't understand why people are so obsessed with the money aspect. It's not going to help you. It's going to frustrate you more than it's going to help you. Just turn around and just keep collecting trades, just positive trades. Just look for positive ideas and collect positive trades. And as long as the outcome is positive, you're always going to make a bit. And there'll be some trades that'll run a little bit longer, some trades will run a little bit shorter. It just keeps adding up over the time.
And you know, like, to be honest, I was focused on the money aspect too in the beginning. And that took time to just get rid of that thinking. It just took time.
I've just always been focused on being right. I just think just making the correct decision has always been my first idea. Is like, whether I exit the trade, whether I take a trade, was it the correct decision? And then figure out that idea and understand why I did what I did.
Perfect. Just kind of closed like a nice doji candle.
Mm-hmm. I think you're right, Raja. If you put buy stops, I think over here for super safe entries, or even over here.
Yes, and stop is going to be somewhere down over here.
Correct. Yeah.
1601 even.
Because this candle now, this wick shouldn't break below this wick here. Like, it'll go down a little bit, but I don't think it'll break further down.
Yeah, that's my thought as well. Continue. Boop, boop, boop. Hey, good morning, Alexis Sex Chat. Join me. Alexis Sex Chat.
Yeah, great nicknames.
Sex Chat should be so boring. Can you tell me what a good money management on your trading account? Do you compound it all to a certain level in the beginning, or do you withdraw, or how do you do this? Well, let's say you start with $1,000 account. You start with $1,000 account, and let's say that you know what you're going to trade every day, and you just follow that thing that you're going to trade. And then as the account grows, let's say you start making $15 a day. You know, week goes by, you take 5 trades, 3 of them are profitable, so you're up $45, and 2 of them are losses, and so all in all, let's say you've done $15 in that 1 week. You know, and then you go on to the next week. You start with your winners, and then you're like, okay, now I'm just going to replicate my winners. And you start to trade based on that, and then slowly, I think making $15 to $20 a week, considering you're also going to have some losses, I think it's a good idea, because then at the end of like 3-4 months, you're going to have some sort of a system that you're going to be trading that $1,000 account in. But if you start to get this idea of like flipping the account, it's not going to last very long. Like that $1,000 account flip thing is not going to end well. We've seen it. We've seen the example on the Torch account, right? Like everyone's seen those examples. There's a winning rate. I think 5 people came, only 1 person won. Was it 5 people?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, 5 people came, 1 person won, and the rest just sucked because they wanted to flip the account. Why not mark 1604 as strong resistance? Well, the only reason is because I'm expecting it to break with volume in the market, and volume, like the next time of volume is going to be coming at New York Open, NY. You know, so this hour candle just started. Just kind of just gonna wait for this, because this hour candle just started, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is where you use visualization and you say to yourself, okay, based on what we have currently, this is probably a consolidation area. I don't know where it's going to break or when it's going to break, but based on current higher time frames, this is bullish. We have targets right over here, potentially. The other issue that we have right now is the fact that we're in this zone over here to the left. So we know it's going to be tough to break, but we know that we just sort of broke out of this area over here. So now what we have to do is we have to sit and wait, and we have to say, okay, if I want to take an early entry, I'm taking an early entry above here on the anticipation that we're breaking this consolidation box and heading up to here, or I'm waiting for a consolidation box to be broken and then heading up here. So my risk to reward is either going to be essentially this to this, or it's going to be this to this. So those are your two, I guess, risk to reward ideas at this point. If you're looking to trade gold, and the thing is, I like the idea because we may break down further outside the box to the downside, but I don't think we're on it. We're going to be heading down. I think, you know, like Raja said, there's more bullish potential than there is bearish. So I will look at taking opportunities potentially in this consolidation box. That's not a good line, but take opportunities in consolidation box. Watch as we come to the top of this range and make a decision either to exit or to move stop losses above break even over here, and then let it continue to ride up. So those are going to be your opportunities for this morning at that.
Yep, this should continue moving here.
Gold pulled back to make a lower wick, right? A kind of.
Yes, exactly. That's what gold did.
Like liquidity wick, yeah.
Yes.
But you have to watch that we're still in this box, so it could pull all the way up and rip all the way back down again.
It could bounce around in there for a little while.
Entries at 16:02:30, 16:02, yeah, 16:02:30.
Ted, were you looking at the 5 minute where there's that massive wick just about, I don't know, 8 candles, 10 candles ago? Above that,
Yes.
or is that
Yeah,
kind of where you're looking?
the idea also on the 5 minute was we were just tapping back into that range.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So once the 5 minute held, it was a pretty good opportunity.
Yeah, I kind of bought that up. I was looking at that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just I'm watching to see where we top out in this range because we keep hitting this trade keeps hitting we keep hitting this zone here.
Yep.
So we really need momentum to break through this zone because we keep tapping into all this.
Yep.
That's where we're tapping into, and that's why we're struggling right now. We don't have just a clean move up.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
But the 30-minute candle looks pretty clean right now. But I think 1610 should go through.
I wrote a book called Trading in the Zone, Not Big This Board on Sunday. Yeah, that's a pretty good book. I read it. Joe Hobbs, thank you. Ooh, someone is in from 1597. Very nice.
Yeah, some people took gold bars this morning based on the 30-minute.
Yeah.
It was a bit rangy for me at the time, but
yeah. I think with risky, aggressive trades like this, the problem is when they go in profits, some people get lost. They're like, oh man, you should have told us when you entered. But it's about the ideas, and you just gotta execute on the ideas.
Yep.
What if it's a fake out? Well, if it's a fake out, we're gonna see it's a fake out. A fake out is not a fake out if it doesn't happen. Oh, someone sent a chart. All right, we're moving up now. I keep closing 10 pips on gold. I got the power. I'm still bullish on GJ since yesterday. Oh, nice. Yeah, the thing with GJ is that it's ranging currently. Currently, it's in a very, very bad range. Not good.
Yeah, it wasn't fun this morning.
I think sells with gold are going to be good under 1600. That's going to be a best time to sell gold, under 1600. But as long as you stay above 1600, I think it's going to continue moving bullish. Ooh, what's this? GJ took trade based on 4-hour candle, 15-minute bullish. Fake out. Yeah, but still in a range. I mean, you could still make it work. These buys can still work until the top of the range. But yeah, you got enough range, but still in that, you got that mini resistance over there. Like, I know you're looking at the 4-hour and it seems like 4-hour can go bullish, but it's just dirty. So dirty. take a look at this chart over here. Oh, gold buys, stop loss down over here, tighten my stop, beware of possible zones, targeting, yep, perfect. This is a great analysis. This is awesome analysis. Your confidence is going to come from the fact that once the 15-minute candle, now see this 15-minute candle, it's about to close above the same area. You know, so if it closes above the same area and it's closing a bearish candle, but it's closing above the same closes as before, then you can count down as, okay, maybe this bottom it just made at 1601.50 is probably the low of the 30-minute candle. So if the low has been made, then all it needs is a high, right? So then you anticipate that, okay, since the low has been made, then the 30-minute candle shouldn't come below the same price because it's already been made and it should continue moving bullish. I would want to see this candle close like a doji. Yes. Will you be able to explain your GJ trade again? I didn't take any GJ trade. It's ranging. GJ is ranging right there. There you go. And gold is trending bullish. So the 15-minute candle is about to close. It's closing bullish, which is good. It's closing above the same area, which is awesome. So now the 30-minute candle should continue moving bullish to fill this wick here, and then a possible continuation to, you know, 1605.50, and yeah, I think it's a bullish confirmation here in gold.
Yeah, now as we approach the top of that range, you should be evaluating where you are in the market and if it's a good time to exit or if you're going to continue to hold the trade. Because we will probably tap out at this level here and potentially pull back again. So just be aware of that, and that will help you manage your trade accordingly. Because the worst thing you can do is take a trade over here, have it move over to here, and then pull all the way back down again when you could have exited.
Thanks, boss.
No problem.
To your strategy, is better to risk 1% or 2%? I think all strategies are to risk 1% or 2%. I mean, no strategy should tell you to risk a lot. Okay, let's take a look here. Yeah, so this chart someone sent us, this should work. Now if you're tightening your stop up to this red line, that is perfect. Oh, UJ, 2-hour chart. Buys. Yeah, UJ is also ranging here. You got this mini resistance up over here in the 2-hour chart. You're buying when the previous two candles were bearish. I mean, I don't know. I haven't looked at the UJ chart, but that's what I see. It could work. So the Fed can recover and drop indices whenever they want. When Corona is spreading everywhere, gold dropped like bomb. A lot of people. I think gold went up with coronavirus, with all these, like with all these, with all the instability. I mean, gold rallied a lot. Whenever there was a news about Corona outbreak, gold just rallied. So I don't know where you saw that drop on gold with Corona. That was just a correction of the main move. I was about to say the same thing. Why wouldn't I use the copy feature? Yeah, sure.
Why does everybody want us to handhold their decision making? Like, do you guys go to the grocery store and sit there and ask the grocer like what kind of food I should buy?
Why shouldn't I buy apples?
Why should I buy these apples? Should I do this? Should I do that? Like, man, it's scary.
I actually ask them sometimes, when there are a lot of apples there, I'm like, which apples do you think are the best? He's like, oh, get the Macintosh ones.
Just wow. Like, you know what? You're gonna feel a lot better when you make your own decisions because of the fact that you used your own thought process. It's like solving a math question, right? If you look in the back of the book and you try and solve the math question, it's not going to, you're going to think it's easy. But when you start figuring stuff out on your own and making decisions and living with those decisions, you're going to build confidence to make other decisions. And I think a lot of people don't have confidence in just their own decision-making skills, and they have to work on that aspect. Because there's a lot of things that you can make decisions on that will help you in the rest of your life.
That is not what I wanted to hear in here at all.
Oh.
George, I'm going for lunch. Sorry, I can't stay down here. I'm done.
People getting angry in the UK.
And everyone's angry.
No, that was someone playing a recording through the microphone. That wasn't actually the time. I've seen that video before.
Corona, come to get ya.
Right, what's this chart over here? Taking buys. Since this candle's going bearish, just by looking at it, it's going to close in 7 minutes. It's better to wait for this to close.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Paul.
Everything just kind of looks pretty ugly this morning.
Oh, this is a good option one. Close below the zone. Yeah, this is a sell I'm looking for too. A sell below 137, 750, 700. Because then if you look left, it's a clean move and it would be much better.
Man, we killed these bots.
Where? Oh yeah.
2 channels full of bots.
Yeah, on YouTube, man.
Yeah, I'm adding filters.
Filter. Yeah, please.
Filters right now.
Yeah.
And if you're looking to sell off gold, what I'd want to see is I'd want to see another candle come in here, back into this box. And then I'd want to see drop. I'd want to see that afterwards. Don't get caught up in the fact that this current candle is dropping, because this current candle could dip right over to here and then pull all the way back, and the next candle forms could just rocket right back up. So just be very, very cautious, because once again, we're setting up for the New York Open, which is in 30 minutes. So these pullbacks could be orders gathering to then continue further up. So just be aware that this single candle on a drop may not be the actual move yet. I would wait. If you're anticipating a breakout of this box to the downside, this break here, what I'd be looking for is, like I said, a candle that comes back into this and then starts that descent. I don't want to take a trade off of this candle here, because of the fact that we're on a 30-minute time frame, and this 30-minute candle can easily pull right back up into the range again. So don't get caught into that hoopla of the fact that, oh, the candle dropped. It didn't drop because this break here is not a break outside the box. It's basically, we drew this box as a guide. If it pulls out, we need to see a massive pullout, and we need to have a rejection candle come up into it, and then the candle start dropping, and followed by, you know, the next candle does this and then starts to drop here. So don't get caught in the idea that, oh, this is a bearish candle, now we're going the opposite way. Wait to see that the candles are leaving that area and we have a clean move out of that consolidation area. Okay, so those are things, these are tendencies with gold that you need to start understanding and start watching for, because this candle just, if you decided to sell, you just got trapped at the bottom of the range.
I agree.
So don't get caught up in that. Ideally, if you're going to take sells at this point, it's a very, very tough sell, because your stop loss is going to be above this area here. And then obviously your take profit is, you know, from risk to reward perspective, is going to be, at this point, it's going to probably be, this is your risk, and then whatever down here is your reward. But the problem is right now the higher time frames are suggesting bullish movement. So it might be more difficult to manage at that point in terms of a sell until we actually break below 1600, as Raja was talking about earlier. So just be patient. You will get the move that you want based on the overall market movement and where we're going.
There's a lot of waiting around over here now.
Yeah, a lot of consolidation, man.
Yeah, like sometimes, you know, when you're looking at the chart for so long and then you take a trade and it's a loss, you take another one, it's a win, and then you're just confused. The best thing to do is to just like walk away for like half an hour and come back.
Totally.
I want to see what happened if gold come back down and tap the 1600 mark. Expecting just a pullback toward the 1600, then continue going up.
Yeah, retest.
And yes, my target should be 1611. I think it's a big move. It's almost $5 from the price reach the 1605. But yeah, I think we can get there today.
Trust.
Trust.
1605.
Yeah, we just stopped 1605, which is
And it should be first target and then the second target.
Yeah, but once gold start breaking that box that Ted drew earlier,
yeah,
then we're gonna be heading to the 1611 today.
Ideally, if you look at the bottom of this area here, if you are anticipating a buy up or a bullish movement, this is probably one of the best times to take a buy because you're at the bottom of that consolidation area. And more than likely you may tap just to here, but you have more upside.
Yeah.
People, I'm off now. Where's my studies?
Just want to see what happened at the next 30-minute candle open.
Right.
Basically, all right. That's a nice pull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I'll be right back.
Basically, with gold, what I want to see with some sort of down, tap the 1600 and close bullish, something like this. So the 8 a.m. is gonna be pushing something like this. So there's still time for to catch this move. I'm not in a hurry. I'm gonna let it do what it needs to do, and but basically that's the idea. There you go, the 1600. I hope that 1600 mark holds pretty well, and reject. there's where I want to see a reaction over there. And that's happened at 1600 mark. I would like to see this candle to hold this green line that I just drew right now. And it's making the wick that I was expecting. All right, I'm gonna close my first position because I have 14 pips in profit right now, and I'm gonna let the other one run.
Nice work, dude.
Great trade,
Yes,
Kirby.
that.
Yeah,
Got
nice.
big
Yeah,
balls,
man. Basically, it's the same move, guys. I mean, I've seen this before, you know. It's just mapping out the charts and back testing. Basically, we have the same moves over and over again.
Yeah, the thing that, but taking it without confirmation, man, on gold, that's big balls.
So it's a nice little 5-minute consolidation just below 1600, and it kind of tapped into it, didn't it? Pretty cool.
Pretty good.
Nice work, man.
Yeah, very good trade.
So more than likely, the next two candles are gonna be bullish, and we're gonna break this box around 8:30, or you know, more than likely. If we don't break this box around 8:30 to 9, then it's gonna be with the New York Exchange open.
Mm-hmm. It was staying, yeah.
That's gonna be a massive push. So I'm expecting 1611 to get break.
Just keep an eye on GJ, man. Just making a bit of a move down. It's still in range, but it's getting close to the bottom end. It's just kind of turned on itself on that last candle.
Jeez, fuck sakes. Oh Lord.
GJ's going to go through the floor. Not sure what's happening.
That was a beautiful trade on gold, to be honest.
Yeah, man, it's very good.
Wow.
Very confident to jump in there. That was good work.
Yeah.
Just from what you've seen, that's good, man.
Yeah.
I got him way late.
Check me out.
What the hell just happened? Oh wow.
That's gold,
Check
man.
me out, rakeel.
You just, oh, wow, such a good trade. Oh.
yeah. Amazing trade. Wait, okay.
It was.
Oh,
It was
wow. And less
Around
than 10 seconds. Jesus.
just tap the same.
Yeah, but that's gold, man. That's
Yeah.
fucking gold.
No, there's must be something going on the market.
Yeah, GJ's just done a similar thing. It's just dropped a shed load and then it's still in the range, but it's just dropped and then it's bounced right back.
Oh wow. What happened over here?
Kerwin messed the markets up basically.
Yeah,
So
he got too good of an entry.
Yeah, got too good an entry, ruined it for everyone.
Wow. GJ fell down and
Yeah, GJ, EJ.
yeah. Man, GJ should continue down.
Yep.
It should break the support on the 4 hour and continue bearish.
That's what we're waiting.
Also, you know what? The 4 hour kind of broke the low of the previous one. So I'm going to be looking for sells below, this area here. 100%. Below this.
I've been in sales from just above 138, but I was playing it off the 4 hour.
Rakeel, he hasn't broken the 4 hour low on my chart.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. But like below this area, man, it's perfect.
Yeah, we should break that, yeah.
Because this is a
30. I know what happened on gold.
40 pip.
It pressed the button.
You closed something, not curving?
Yeah, I closed my first position at 15 pips and the other one was 20 something, 25, 27 pips in profit, and I moved the stop loss to break even. Not break even, but like I used to do 5 pips in profit. But
yeah,
I think the move was so fast that it took me out break even. I have a small slippage on that position.
It did move quick.
Yeah.
Is this Russian this guy's talking? What is this? What is this language? That's some Hebrew. All right, GJ sells, man. This is a 40 pip range. Look at this, 40 pip range. Oh. Looks like gold is going to continue moving over here now.
Yeah, gold is on the move. I just don't like this. It's the previous 5 minute candle. The move the previous 5 minute candle did.
Oh man. Once this 30-minute breaks to have the man, this is gonna continue on. Because the 15 minutes about to close, and it's closed now. It looks like it did a fake out, and now it's closing back in the range.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it.
Y'all need 80 pip stop loss to swing gold. I think if y'all can have like maybe even a 20-25 pip stop, then y'all can possibly bank on gold if y'all expect it's gonna, break above this resistance. Man, in Texas, all they said that y'all. This guy came in the hotel. He's like, I'm looking for some directions around here. Like, yeah. Well, y'all can just go straight and take a right. Take a right. Yeah.
That's definitely a TikTok.
Man, it's hilarious. Yeah.
That's in Texas.
It's good at impressions, isn't he? The English one's good.
Yeah, that's it. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for a Hercules candle going through the zone.
Yeah. Don't get caught up in the range game here. If you got in at this bottom here, you're in safe, but you need now to wait to break out of this box. So you need a push out of that box.
Yeah.
So I need to start looking at the charts on GJ once the price comes to 137,700, And this is when I'm just only looking at price. If I'm looking at some other chart, I'm looking at this price right over here, up over there in that tab. It says 137. When it's going to say 137,700, then it's going to catch my attention. I'm like, oh, okay, now I gotta start looking at you, because yeah, exactly, because I want price to be under 137,700 to sell. So I'm going to put a yellow line over here. Who just entered gold right now, man? Like 5 pips ago.
Oh, it won't be. I was moving stop loss.
I'm in nothing.
Yeah, I'm at gold at 16,094.
I'm gonna get a strong FOMO on gold here in a bit.
Especially if it breaks this level.
Oh, it's gonna start.
Yeah, that's what we're waiting for. Here we go. Let's go.
Oh, there we go. Wow.
Let's go.
Unlucky we go. You can get GJ, dude. Catch it. Keep an eye on it. It's nearly there.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at
Just
GJ.
keep an eye on it, man. Yeah, I've kind of got my eyes on everything right now.
I don't know if I'm gonna enter another trade. Wow, that push was solid. That was almost a 17, 18 pip push. Oh, what's this? Raja, when you look at GJ, do you not take into account the direction of GU? No. No, man, because when you look at GJ, okay, logically speaking, when you're looking at GJ, you're looking at the pound to change and the yen to change. So from this you see, okay, only the pound can change because, only pound is open at this time. So when you look at GU, you look at it at, okay, so GU has the pound and the USD dollar, which is, influencing the whole pair. So GU and GJ don't move the same in New York session. We not the same, we not the same. Was that liquidity?
Gold is gonna move like a crazy god.
Yeah, don't. This is gone.
That was the liquidity grab on gold.
Let's go.
Yeah. I messed up my entry. Fuck.
Careful.
Even if this isn't a liquidity grab, NY session is gonna push it. 15 minutes.
That is correct. We're gonna go to 1610.
Yeah, I've got 8 as a target, just as an easy one, I think. But
yeah,
I think
we're coming right into, once we break 1605, we're coming right into that liquidity pool, and I think we're gonna have a nice big push.
Yeah. So we're about to get a good breakout on GJ, I think, as well, from that consolidation.
Yeah. Now, here's a thing to watch out for, is as we approach 8 o'clock, so the next 15 minutes or whatever, there's like 13 minutes left in this candle. The 8 a.m. candle, you may get a push up at like 8:01, 8:02. It might spike up and then it'll pull all the way back in for the rest of the hour. And then the second half of the hour will move. So be very careful around the 8 o'clock hour push, because we get spillover from this massive move that just happened here at 7 a.m. I would be very cautious, because if you do get in entries, you might find you get pulled right back into the range. So just be very cautious if you do take a trade at 8 a.m. or close to 8, like obviously in the 8 a.m. hour, because what we saw in 7 a.m., you'll see the same thing in 8 a.m. again. So just be mentally prepared. And if you have targets and you achieve those targets before 8 a.m., that's even better for gold. So you know you're okay. Like if you got in that box, if you bought in that box and you broke out of that box right now, you should be looking to make sure that your trades have move stop loss to above break even. You've secured profit. Like at no point, if you traded outside this box, or you traded within this box, you should not have lost a trade at this point. If you took entries in over here, because remember we talked about, as soon as we got the top of this range, you're exiting. So you could have exited right here. Now that we're coming back into this range, you have to be very cautious.
Yeah, man.
This 4 hour should drop on GG in the next hour too.
God, he's having some fun.
Yeah, next hour is the power hour.
That's literally just missed my stop by like a cent, just the tiniest little bit.
You know what I want on gold? I just want this one candle to close nicely bullish toward the 1604, and then next 8 a.m. candle we're gonna have a small pullback and continue all the way up. That's what I want. Oh, fuck's sakes, it took me out. We're not wait.
I actually thought I jumped in too late, just under 61, but sorry, 0-1.
Oh, the same song has been playing on repeat for the past 2 hours. Oh wow, gold, man.
Yep.
How big of a pullback?
Ah, I'm out.
Ooh, 30 pips. Shit.
That's what I told you.
Yeah, man. I was trying to hold that when I knew it was coming as well. I heard everything. I was like, to be fair, I closed out of my position at the top, but it was coming.
But the good thing is now we have targets, right? So we're back
exactly.
in that range. So you're still stuck. But the problem is this now becomes your range.
Yeah.
Right. So you have to now determine, okay, if I'm going to play within it, my stop is going to be below 1600 and my buys are going to be above here now. If I play within this range, I mean, obviously the lower this range goes, once again, you can take positions again. And then your stop loss is smaller, because what you're saying is I anticipate us going up. So what I'll do is I'll take any entry here and my stop loss is going to be right over here. Like my stop is going to be here and then my take profit is going to be to the upside.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also too close to the end of the hour to try and do that.
Well, I was just looking, so I'm going for coffee because I'm getting tempted.
If the yen is closed, how come GU and GG moving the same way? Because the dollar is also, no man, GU and GG are not moving the same. What do you mean? Let's take a look here. GU should be, let's take a look here. No, not really. They're not moving the same because 30 minutes at a support over here and over there it's also at 30-minute support. Yeah, I guess you could say the same. That support down here, wick over here.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Morning, Alex.
Morning, Carol.
Morning.
Morning.
Oh man, can this be the smoking gun for GJ over here?
I think so. I'm in a sell.
Yeah, I think this could be the smoking gun here for GJ. This 15-minute candle close.
Break at 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah, for this one and for gold.
Yes.
'Cause
Now it looks like you've got this area here now as your zone. This area we're not coming back to anymore.
Yeah, that's true because that's the same area the 15-minute previous one rejected as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, someone sent a chart over here.
Are you watching the minute chart, Ted?
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's been holding.
Okay. Yeah, nice. Because I'm watching the same thing.
If you look at the 5-minute chart on gold, there's that huge zone that we're in right now on the 5-minute candle. So this is the problem. We're fighting in this area right now.
Yes.
So once we break out of that, then we'll have another area over here and then eventually get to Raja's target.
Yeah, because basically what I'm looking right now, the 5 minutes, is because I want to see this 5-minute candle, which is going to give the 1 hour closing, you know.
Correct.
You want to have this 5-minute candle closing nicely bullish.
Yes. The 30 minutes closed bullish, so we should have a continuation move, and so is the hour. So we're going to get a nice pump.
I think TJ looks a lot better now.
Yes.
I agree with you.
Where's he at?
This chart, I think it's already at a minor support. So you need a break below there.
Do you think a girl drew that?
Yeah. It should because the euro is bare, like euro is down. So I mean, I'm not sure. I don't look at euro USD a lot, but just by looking at it, it's at a minor support.
Oh, no, I asked, do you think a girl drew that? A girl?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Why would it even matter?
Yeah, it changes something.
Hey, it's not, I'm not being sexist here. I'm just asking.
No, yeah.
No, that could be BP. That could be BP's charge for all I know.
And what?
And you've never sent a charge in your life.
I'll send you one, man.
Oh, I guess these buys are no longer valid on GJ.
Make sure you put on hearts and flowers.
Raja afraid to mark those sells. No, I'm waiting for this to close. Waiting for this the 15-minute to close. Because if I'm gonna take sells, my stop is gonna be above this wick, like around 15, 16 pips. And then continue bearish. Like that.
It's a good it's a good 67 pip drop.
That one?
No, I'm saying down to like 137 flat.
Oh yeah.
Of course, man.
Ooh, gold is rejecting over here. Wow.
Nice, GJ.
Ooh, GU also dropped.
Come on, GJ, break that.
Yeah, GJ's gonna play around here for a little bit.
Oh man, don't tell me.
I entered for gold on that swipe down to 15.99. Oh, nice.
137.40. Mac.
Yeah.
Oh, we're moving. Oh no.
Moving.
Yeah, like if it goes into like 10 pip profit, I'm just gonna secure it.
I hope we close with a wick, man.
You mean a wick down?
Yeah.
Like a push down.
Yeah.
So like around 10, 11 pips, I'm just gonna close.
Yeah, I'm an EJ too, so EJ is already
nice.
break even. So. Okay, good. Oh wait, give me a wick first.
Whoa, there's a lot of volume coming in.
Yeah.
See the spread? The spread was bouncing.
But this new 15 no wick.
Oh, there we go. Securing 10 pips over there. Oh, it's retraced. Secured like 4, 5.
Come on, drop a little bit more. Come on, EJ.
Wow, man. If you look at the spread, Jesus. Yes. Now I'm letting a runner run at break even.
Yeah, I'm getting 7 pips in spread.
Now we have a runner running.
Running.
Perfect. Got 10 pips and got a runner at stops at break even. What more can you ask for, man?
Oh, nice work, dude. You jumped in on JJ. Nice work.
But Rakeel, it didn't close below this area.
Yes, buddy, but I took it in front of you.
Okay.
I mean, we were all saying, okay, it's gonna go down, it's gonna close bearish, and then you say, but, you know?
No, yeah, but we didn't have any close, so I was just.
Yeah.
For example, an EJ took the same setup, but we had a 15-minute close.
Oh.
Why are you always the butt guy, man?
So I'm trying to learn.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, you're right. I think it was the anticipation.
Okay.
I think like this 15-minute push down, and it was still kind of like closing below this area here to the left. So it's like anticipation that, okay, if I wait and if I enter down over here, then my stop is going to be, you know, 20 pips. But if my stop is going to be the same, why not enter where I entered and have like a smaller stop loss?
Yeah, I get it.
The break looks a lot better on the 1 hour.
Yeah, that GJ, like, it's below
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and 1 hour looks amazing. The thing is that we haven't got top wick yet.
Can you check out my chart, please?
Please.
Sure, mate. Oh, nice. My question: if it breaks below support, close below, should I wait for it to create resistance? Yeah, so that's right. Like, you can enter just as you entered, or you can enter once it breaks, it makes a low and does a retest. You know, the thing I know about GJ is sometimes when it breaks, it just keeps on going, but sometimes it breaks, it does a retest, and then it continues going. Well, yeah, you know. So I'm keeping that in mind too. So when I took this entry, my idea was that, okay, it can continue pushing down like it normally does. But at the same time, I knew that, okay, like, you know what, this, if I have a runner, that runner can potentially get stopped out as well, because maybe in this case, GJ might come to do a retest before continuing pushing. So it's just like, whenever you make a decision on the charts, you're making a decision knowing both outcomes can happen. Like when you close a trade in a small drawdown, and you should know that, okay, like, you know what, it can go in profits, and also it can go in a deeper drawdown. So I'm closing knowing those both scenarios. What's this?
Ted, you timed out Daniel Gray.
Well, yeah, it's just you're wasting your time by asking questions constantly, and that's what I'm going to just start doing to people, is just time them out, let them go watch some videos and come back.
Totally, man.
It's just easier on them. I mean, you're asking questions that have already been answered thousands of times again.
Yeah. How do you tell stories, Raja? That's hilarious. Yeah.
Oh, now we gotta wake.
Now we got okay. Oh, gold is also kind of doing something. Yeah, there's a lot of confidence with gold now too, because, you know, like the previous 30-minute candle, it tapped into that previous resistance, closed bullish.
Mag, you're in GJ?
Yeah, I'm full margin GJ son right now.
Beautiful.
And I got coronavirus, so if I die, I'll die happy.
You'll make your family rich or poor?
Yeah, definitely. If they figured out my MT4 password. Bro, I can't believe that last year I had this girl's, a client of mine asked me if I had an undiagnosed case of coronavirus. Like she was trying to sound smart, but I'm not stupid. She straight up was telling me I'm dirty.
Oh wow, look at that.
GJ 10 pips.
Look at that, GJ, man.
Yeah.
Super target.
My runner is still in.
I'm sure Chris is on in.
I just closed 50% of my runner over here.
Yeah, man.
We can all hear you, Chris.
Yeah, I'm in it from 38,014.
Oh.
Whoa, repeat that again. 138.
Yeah, 014.
Oh, look at you, you risky fucker.
No, I played it off the 4. I played it off 4 hour for a bigger target. So my target was 37.4 something.
That is just beautiful.
But actually now I'm holding it longer, so I'm in a better position. So I've just moved my stops and left it run.
Nice.
Well done, Chris.
Thank you very much.
GA dumped too.
Wow, everything is dumping, man.
Yep.
Look at that.
All right, Mr. Gold, let's go.
Man, this magic keys is so easy. Press one button and half close.
I know, I can't wait to get it.
Didn't you buy one, Paul?
Yeah.
Of course, man.
Yeah.
I'm not talking to
Mac,
you.
you're not getting one.
I'm not talking. I have a Mac.
You can
And
use
what?
it, can't you?
Yeah, you just parallels.
Are you all trying to sell me some product here?
Trying to make it trade better.
Man, this day turned out to be really good with these GJSL.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, we waited.
Yeah, I got like 20 pips over here.
Yeah, I
15.
that's good.
So I closed. Nice.
All right, back to back.
Nice trade.
Well, if you guys like the trade here on YouTube, just give a like, you know. Make
Like,
free money here
subscribe.
today. Free money in the house.
Like, subscribe, give it a thumbs up.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back to that, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, man.
Bye,
Take care.
Mike.
Take care, Paul.
Where did I come from?
With gold, you need this 15-minute candle to close bullish, and the next one to continue on.
Yeah. I mean, it's holding support, so it should fly in the second half of the hour. I exited. I took 12 pips.
Nicely done, Ted.
Yeah, I was up 40 pips at one point, but it pulled all the way back. So I'll take my win.
Wow.
Yeah.
EJ is dying over here.
Yeah, I'm in it, man. I'm 20 pips up on EJ. 22 right now.
Wow, your USD is about to die too. What's going on here? Oh, the G7 is starting here soon.
Meeting?
Yeah.
Oh, what are they doing those meetings?
The Corona.
Stock futures point
out.
to losses at the open after G7 statement.
Yeah, G7 is just finished. Why?
Yeah. So that means a weaker dollar.
Weaker dollar, euro, GBP, Swiss franc.
What's Andres saying over here? Raja hails winners, but keep. Oh no, there was a gold buy that was a loss. If you read right over there, and then this was when I even said, hey, I just entered. Come on, Andre. I have a silver spoon here, and I'm feeding it in your mouth. You know, it's a filth. That's so sad. Took profit and gold, still one position open. Oh, nice.
You still got that running?
Yes, I still have a runner.
Is it running?
Yep, I have a 1.25 lot still running.
Nice.
I had a 5 lot, I closed it in half twice. And now this one is still running with stops at breaking even. Can I use trader's domain here in Philippines? Well, if you go to their website, you can find that answer. Oh, wrong chart.
Yeah, I feel like DJ should keep dropping.
Yeah, it's just keep dropping.
Yeah.
Do you think the world will ever have one world currency, aka crypto, instead of fiat? I don't know about what Ted thinks, but I think the thinking like that is extremely useless, and that's not gonna get you anything.
Right, and plus you just give yourself a lot of anxiety.
I used to think like that too, but then after a while I realized, man, like I'm just wasting my time thinking about stuff like that. I
Yeah, you
just
start
focus
thinking
on
about
what's going on now, you know.
you start thinking about on zombies and shit like that.
Well, we have zombies with the coronavirus.
Yeah.
What's going on, fellas?
Hey, Kevin, how's it going?
Hey, Kay.
Long
What's
time no
going on?
talk.
Yeah, long time no talk.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Kevon, where have you been, man?
Suspicious. He's got
Don't be
coronavirus,
suspicious.
guys.
Don't
Oh,
be
man.
suspicious.
My wife had back surgery and my son was in the hospital, man. So my mind wasn't too right for the longest. So
Your girl had heart surgery? Why? If I may ask.
Hope things are well, man.
yeah, everything's good. Everything's back to normal pretty much now. So my mind is trying to get back in the swing of things. So
Yeah,
time
man.
off.
These markets have been wild here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been cowboying it. Cowboy.
I guess it takes a little while to get used to the markets back.
Yeah, I'm gonna start scaling. I'm gonna start scaling in probably sometime this week or next week. I haven't really looked at the charts much.
Gold sells. Okay, let's take a look here. Oh, wrong chart. You spent all that time getting the code and you got the wrong code. Oh, another wrong chart. Beautiful. See, these pairs like GJ and gold, they do some strong retracement. So that's why you always have to take profit. You got to take profit. Got to take profit. Because these retracements are going to make you wish, oh man, I should have closed, man. I should have closed. And when you don't close, these retracements happen and your position gets stopped out at break even. Then you're like, yeah, these guys here, they are this, they are that, you know. But in reality, you failed yourself.
And you got fucked.
Yeah, if you have the drawdown, that's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'm just very fond. Like my strength in trading is that I close.
I closed right at the tip. I closed at 137.560.
Nice. Oh, what's this over here? GJ, wait for retest. Oh, nice, perfect. So someone is now here. They're waiting for a retest. So you could possibly get that retest. You know what I've been doing? I've been working on some content on like candle reading and stuff. And based on what's happening right now, if this is going to be a retest, the limit for this retest shouldn't be above this Hercules candle.
Wait, repeat that?
This Hercules candle. And
That's not a gladiator candle.
yeah. So like the stop should be up over there if someone's looking for aggressive retests.
All right, so let me get this straight. So based on your theory, you think the retest is gonna go up here and then drop again?
Shouldn't be above.
Should not be above.
Should
that.
not be above. Yeah.
They're like a percentage.
I go for a little bit higher to take sales.
Right here.
80%.
80%.
All right, let's do it here.
But rule of thumb is that for a retest, you should see a candle closing bearish.
This is thumb.
To give you that confirmation that okay, this is going to be a retest. Oh, my position got stopped out by the way.
This is the thumb, and this is the rule. Thumb.
Yep.
According to this pattern, this is a shooting star pattern.
What? What the heck is a shooting star?
Shooting star pattern.
Like 815, like right where Rakeel got his 815, I'll probably look at sales.
Here?
Yeah, that top level right here, that line. Whoever drove that line, start scaling in somewhere right there.
Me, bro, me. You know it's me. Acting brand new. What about this gold buys?
Oh man, Andres, you're still sending the wrong charts, man. Come on.
Andrei Shevchenko.
Those
Gold
gold
sales.
buys. Who's
Oh.
talking about gold buy?
There
Drop
goes
it.
TJ.
It's not gonna give an entry. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Oh,
There goes TJ.
I smell a wick fill. Yep.
you reckon?
Yeah, I don't know.
According to the astrological numbers,
You reckon it will be a wick fill or a fill wick?
all right, we have another attempt at the chart over here. Let's take a look.
How feels in Latin?
Oh, wrong chart again.
Jeez, for
Many
someone
times.
was
no?
talking so much shit in the chat.
come on. Let me try this.
Okay, so now once you guys see the screen on the
Oh,
top,
they can't see the screen?
where it says
No, I can see the chart, Rakeel.
Oh,
yeah, on the top
Oh,
side where
yeah,
it says
yeah.
publish, there's a little camera here. Look. Click on the camera.
listen to Mac. Yeah, we can't. Oh, yeah, the lights went out for YouTube.
Oh. But BP goes on Zoom and then he goes on YouTube and he has like 30 megabits of speed.
What?
So you get like 30 megabits of speed and you go on YouTube and on Zoom. That's like, you know.
Oh, is this? Whose chart is
I
this?
haven't said anything, man.
Hey, don't.
This is from Andrew.
There we go. Gold
check.
sells. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Like, if you are in sells right now, I think that's a very, very difficult time to be in sells right now. But if you're looking for sells to get into, like, you know, under 1600, then that's a better idea. But if you're gonna hold it down till there, then you probably want to send us a chart that, hey guys, the fuck you guys, look, I held it. But if you're not gonna hold it, then don't send this chart. You know, because what you're missing is you're missing the support over here, and then you're missing another potential area right over here, and then another one over here. So these are big numbers. Look, 1576 to 1584, $10, like $10 again, and then $20. So you got to keep those things in mind. Those shorts could play out really well under 1600 because then you have little to no, like there's no like support to like 1596, and that's like a 40-foot move. 30, 35. Is your trading day finished since you are up 15 pips? Yes. My trading day has ended. I took 2 trades. I took gold buys and GJ sells, and that was my trading day. Who plays the music? Oh, Raja plays the music. This is the only music we're allowed to play over here. Do you smoke that green on a regular basis? No, I don't smoke any green. I will send charts once I start playing for trading. Oh, you don't have to pay for trading view. I mean, there's no need to pay for it. I don't know why people pay for it. I mean, I've been using this for the last like 2 years, analyzing charts and like marking up my charts, I've never felt the need to even purchase it.
Well, I mean, like some people they wanna have alerts, like extra alerts, and wanna have like the double price, like side by
Yeah.
side.
See, I think having those alerts on TradingView and like really focusing on those alerts, they don't do anything good to you. Because if you're trying to be a disciplined trader and you have an alert, and then you're going to say, okay, if that alert's going to go off at like in the middle of the night, okay, I'm going to wake up and try to see what's going on. No, I think that's now you're falling into category of being a slave to the charts. And if man, once a slave, you're always a slave. Trust me, it's very hard to break away. The chart becomes your mistress, you know. So you have to really understand that. Okay, like for me, these times between 6:30 to 8:30, they work the best for me. They work the best. I like because like sometimes like when gold is moving in the Asian session, people just start to go crazy. I'm not even worried about that. I'm worried about where gold's gonna be when I wake up in the morning, or where GJ is gonna be when I wake up in the morning, and then I'm just gonna react to that. So when people have alerts, it's good. It works for them, but from what I've seen and learned, there wasn't any longevity in it. Because you have to understand, like it's good you can do like markups and stuff like that, but at the same time, this is a consumer's market. TradingView, TradingView is here to then provide you some additional features, and those additional features are going to come at a cost. Oh, you want alerts? Okay, it's going to come at a cost. So I think it's like a consumer's form. Like even your terminals, like it's so easy to place trades now. Within a second, your money's at risk, and starts with a drawdown because the broker takes the spread ASAP. So when you're making certain decisions like that, man, you have to be very careful. So you don't place trades even if it's not between 6:30 and 8:30. Well, sometimes it's rare. Like it's rare only like if I'm at my computer and if I see something, and that also comes with experience too, right? That comes with experience too, like watching certain things happen over and over again. So like kind of like train your eyes.
I think once again, people have to stop trying to turn this into a formula or a problem that you can solve. The biggest thing with FX is it's very fluid. There's going to be there can be opportunities 24 hours a day. You will always find opportunities in the market if you look hard enough, but it comes down to, is that opportunity worthwhile? Does it match my criteria? Can I wait and see if I can get a better opportunity tomorrow or, a few hours from now? These are things that you as a trader have to develop your own experience, your own tested methods. Some people trade in the middle of the afternoon on the USA session. I used to do it as well, but I found over time that I was wasting more of my time waiting for opportunities, whereas if I focused on times where there was heavier volume in the market, I got better opportunities overall, and I wasn't wasting those hours. Because once again, if you think of trading, think of it as your hourly wage. How much are you earning per hour? So if I spend 12 hours in front of the charts or trying to trade for 12 hours and I make $100, or do I trade for 1 hour out of the day and make $50? Try and start thinking like a business. Treat trading like you're employed here on an hourly wage. The idea is to make money in the most efficient way as possible without you wasting all this time. Well, should I trade the Asian session? Should I trade the London session? Should I do this? Should I do that? You can do anything you want, but if it doesn't make sense in the long term, you're going to start to realize, hey, I'm waking up at 3 a.m. if I'm on the East Coast to trade the London session, and I'm making $50, and I'm losing 3 hours of sleep only to come back and trade the North American session and make $150. Do I really need the $50? Or does it make sense to have sleep and be more refreshed for the for the North American session. Like, you have to start thinking like that. Use logic and use common sense. If I go to the gym and I haven't eaten for 3 days, does it make sense for me to go to the gym, or does it make sense for me to eat food first for 3 days and then go to the gym so that I have nutrients so my body can, metabolize that and I can actually grow? Lifting weights without eating is not going to make you grow. You're just going to just keep doing the exact same thing. You need to fuel your body. It's the same thing with trading. If you're not focused on the best opportunities at the best times, you're just exhausting yourself. You can trade 24 hours a day, but does it make sense to do that when you're trying to be free and you're trying to have a life? Probably not. So look at on your charts, in your journals, look at where you got your best trades and start zeroing in on those times, those pairs, and those setups, and repeat those. Maybe the setup only comes once or twice a week. Perfect. Take 10 or 15% once or twice a week. That's your trading plan. Maybe some people want to take 30% a week. That's their trading plan. There's no right or way to do this. It's making sure that you're the most efficient worker as possible for yourself. You have to think like that. Think like you're an employee in your own company. How hard do you want to work, and how efficient do you want to work? Myself, Raja, we choose to trade 6:30 to 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. Whatever comes up, comes up. We're okay with that. If there's something in the Asian session, you look for 5 minutes. If you see something, you take a trade. Maybe you don't, but you don't kill yourself to try and ruin your hourly rate. I will not try and overtrade or stare at charts longer than I have to, because that takes away from my hourly rate, and I don't want to go below my hourly rate.
$8.30. Whoever was talking about Euro USD seems like it can have a clean drop to like 1.10900. When a millionaire spends. So we trade an hour a day and watch TV the rest of the day because we have no money to spend? Yes, exactly. That's the idea. That is the perfect idea.
That's exactly what you do.
Oh, so good at Call of Duty, man.
Yeah.
Trust.
The more you look at the
TikTok.
charts, the more you would want to take a trade, and the more detrimental it's going to be to your trading account. Trust me. Trust. Gold is a good pair to scalp during Asian session. Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes it is. But you really got to watch it. Like when you talk about a good pair to scalp, then you got to see that, okay, at what time in the Asian session is gold a good pair to scalp. So you have to spend time and watch it and see, like, okay, maybe at this time it's more volatile, or maybe like, like around the 4-hour close it's more volatile, where its tendencies when little news comes out in the Asian session and stuff like that. So since the 30-minute candle had closed bearish, I think the buying pressure is dying here slowly. For the meanwhile, man getting frustrated for gold. Ooh.
Right, boys, I gotta go. Thank you very much for today. Thank you kindly, everyone.
You do.
Thank you.
Bye, Dave.
Take care. See you soon.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, take care. Stay safe. Stay strong.
Oh wow! Look at GJ. It's actually retesting what you said.
Where? GJ?
Yeah.
Oh, GJ is no longer a seller. Like, that candle closed above support.
No, I'm saying retested though.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Alright, guys, I'm out. Took a loss on gold.
Uh-oh. Okay, take care.
Alright, guys.
Take care.
Do you mind to show me on the chart the difference between supply, demand, and support resistance? Yeah. Supply, demand, and support resistance are both the same to me. They are both the same.
Supply and demand are single taps of price areas and rejections to the opposite way, and support and resistance are multiple taps.
See, I would call that a fresh zone, a supply demand.
Yeah, that's right.
Like right over here, down here. Now this is like a fresh zone.
Right, but it's not as prominent, right? So what you would need in terms of a supply and demand, you would want to see something that looks like this. You would want to see this, and then like a candle that would go like that, where we had, you know, candles moving up in this direction here, right? So candles were moving up.
Sure.
And then you have that single tap here, and then we have this rejection down, right? Whereas a resistance level would look something like this, right? There's multiple candles, multiple areas of resistance. This would be, you know, you could almost say this is a very good area because we have a single tap and a rejection away. That's what you'd be looking for.
Yeah, so support. So what's the side right here? Compare?
Oh, sorry, I was talking to myself because I was on mute. No, I was going to say on the hour, that level up there is a similar thing. The other end as such. So you supply demand areas that I saw anyway.
Yeah.
Not zoom out, but you can see it. Kind of, it didn't really wick in though. That's the thing, like this one.
Why do you prefer GJ to UJ? Well, because GJ has a lot of volume. More experienced people, could you compare the interest of trading US oil and gold? I don't know what you mean by that question. Could you compare the interest? What's your interest when you trade oil versus your interest when you trade gold? My interest in trading gold is because it's volatile, and my non-interest in trading oil is because I've never traded it before. I think Monty should trade in our day. That would be good.
Yeah, I'll trade an hour most days, to be fair. I'll just have to sit there for 4 to talk to everyone else.
Some dude, he probably watches you through the London session and in New York.
I think the trade we took today took about 3 minutes, so it wasn't too bad.
Man, but like you guys have the best times, you know?
It was good, to be fair, yeah. This morning, although it ranged a bit this morning, there was a couple of options, but GJ
Like,
particularly.
early in the morning, get to London, and then through the afternoon, get to New York.
It's easy to overplay yourself though because of that.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not disciplined, it's easy to think, yeah, I'll do it. Because sometimes I'm done in London, I'll come here for the social bit, and I think, oh, maybe I should, and then that's where the discipline's got to kick in. Otherwise, you can start chipping away.
That's true.
And that.
Like, what's the time there right now? 12?
It's 1:30.
Oh, wow, 1:30.
Afternoon. Mm.
See, 1:30 over here, there's nothing going in the market.
Yeah, so I've got 1:30. So basically, I'll get up at, start stream at 7.
Yeah.
And then till about 10:30. and then have an hour off or so, and then chill with you lot, and go and do stuff in the afternoon.
Yeah, see now imagine every day at this time where you are, like markets would be dead.
Yeah, it's a bit awkward.
Yeah, so that's why. Yeah, I guess that's why it's really easy for me to just be like, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna go to the gym and do shit.
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, because that's for me now, 2-3 o'clock. That's kind of afternoon. I'll get it done and stuff, and then I'm busy then. But the thing is, sometimes I'm like looking for entries in Asia, which then I've got kind of like longer term stuff. That means I've got to kind of stay up till like 1 or 2 a.m. sometimes if I fancy it. But that's the only downside. But yeah, other than that, it's actually pretty decent.
Yeah, it's pretty good. What do you think about this chart over here?
Confusing. Small.
Yeah, I think you're missing this crucial element of the support here in this chart. Have you heard of the 5-wick reversal? No, I haven't really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh shit! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 wicks reversal. From the 5th wick, you get a reversal. Is that what it is? Ooh, Fibonacci's are one of the best here. Bolly band bounce trade. Oh, Bollinger Band. Let's see what Admiral markets have to say about the best strategies. Ooh, position sizing, risk management, how to exit a trade. How to exit the trade? Great question. I think a trade should be exited when your pip target is reached. Ooh, your JPY is dropping here, which doesn't mean your USD could drop because the US market is also open. That's why I don't like your USD at all. But the US dollar really fucks around with it. Wow, look at that consolidation. This is going to be one of those breaks that happen, later on. That is nasty consolidation. Just ugly. See, I attempted gold once, twice, and that was it. First attempt, hit stop loss. Second attempt, got some pips, and that was about it. And then it's just been ranging. Subsequently, if I would have had 2 losses on gold, then I would have left it alone as well because 2 losses, you call it a day. What's the best trading investing book you would recommend? I would recommend reading 10 Essentials of Forex. That's a pretty good book. Oh, gold is moving here now. 10 Essentials of Forex. That's a good book. Man, you know what's nuts? Now when I post anything on Instagram, it just gets a lot of likes. Like I've been posting some dumb stuff, just to like test it out.
Them candles open my eyes.
Yeah.
That was so good.
Yeah, look at it. Like this one, 700 likes. Imagine this word, 300. These candles, 1100. This one was like, I'm just like, yeah, if it gets like 100 likes, awesome. It got like 1,000 likes. I was like, whoa. This one was a joke as well. This one was the first joke. It's got like 2,000. I was like, oh, if it gets 500, it'll be like great. You know. Haters. I'm actually very strong now. Very, very strong. You know when you walk in the gym and you feel like, man, I am strong today. That's the feeling I get for like 8 hours of the day. How much you bench? I knew someone's gonna ask this. How much you bench, bro?
That was coming.
No, I don't bench. If I go to the gym, it doesn't mean I bench, you know. No, I don't bench. Yeah, I don't know. I don't bench. I do decline bench. That's what I do.
You do what? Bench?
Decline. You know the decline bench? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather do incline, but...
Yeah.
It's like upper press and lower press.
Nina, come on, don't do this thing.
What's the upper press and lower press? You're ironing
How are you?
clothes? Good, good.
I'm good, thank you.
Oh, how many pull-ups? I think I can do like 12 pull-ups. Yeah, 12 pull-ups. Ooh, this 15 minutes about to close. Heavy bullish. .30-minute is also bullish. Oh wow, man. If this is going to continue moving bullish, now it should close bullish, the 30-minute candle. And also this new 15-minute candle as well. Because since we came to the chart, since pre-New York, there has been no volume at all. Because price has just been printing side by side. You know, we moved into New York Open, nothing happened. We're moving closer to NYC Open. So, you know, this is the time when there should be some volume slowly coming into the market. I don't know what Mac is doing in the background, but...
Oh, shit. It's got to be Mac.
Yeah.
Oh, that's entry 9.
Oh.
That's entry 17 for you guys.
Yeah.
Timid.
Oh man. Come on, flag Pelican, give me 1610.
I'm short gold based on the daily time frame.
No.
What?
Daily looks bullish.
Why, man?
Be careful.
Daily candle is bullish.
Daily candle, very bullish.
The 4-hour candle is bullish.
No,
1 hour
maybe-
is bullish.
No, he's looking at the weekly candle.
Bro, the 30-minute is bullish. 15-minute is bullish.
I think it's green.
I don't know. I think for sells, at least wait for a bearish 1-hour candle.
At least.
At least.
Not 4 hour. Just a 1 hour.
Just the 1 hour.
And then people wonder why they lose in Forex.
Like I'm sure it can go down. I'm not saying I'm sure it can go down, but you need some confirmation.
Yeah. There is a zone at 16. I've explained why. That's what to look for.
Yeah, like you have to think that if you took the same trade 100 times, how many times is it gonna win? It broke major support. What the fuck are you talking about, man? What major support it has broken? Oh, right over here. Yeah. But I don't know, it's gonna be pretty hard. I think sells are gonna work below 1600. There. Below 1600 you will have clean sells.
Go back to your daily, Raja. Let me just explain this rather quickly for everybody. So this is a perfect example of supply and demand. You have this area here as your supply. You have this area here as your demand. So what's happening right now is price is basically come up all the way here, tap this high area. Institutions have decided that that's the price they wanted and pulled back. Now this is the next leg up. If you draw your magical trend line, there's your magical trend line. Here's your other magical trend line if you wanted to be in a sort of a, what they call like one of those ranges. So you have up, you know, down, up, down, up. There you go. You have a channel. So, I mean, if anyone's trying to short gold, I mean, I just want you to take a look at that and like just sort of take a good look and figure out where you'd probably want to short. Ideally, if you wanted to short gold, you're probably shorting gold literally over here on that area, because the idea then at that point is we've broken trend and now we're heading on our way down. To be honest, I don't see a short with gold, but if you're shorting gold, I mean, good luck. Hopefully you're managing your risk accordingly. I think that just helps everybody.
What did you say? Make more sense about 1580?
1550, 1580, maybe.
Yeah. I think 80 is probably too early. I think, but 1550. I see.
Because now the 30-minute candle is closing. If this closes the way it is, the next one should continue bullish. It's kind of like up over here. Let's try to draw this magic candle here. A wick should be something like this. Should move something like this, mirroring the candles to the left, right over here.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. There's a confluence if you do a favor retracement on the 4-hour time frame. I think, Andrew, if you send a chart, that would help a lot. I don't even know how to draw fibs. I don't know how to draw Fibonacci's. But what we see is it's going to go up. What we think that it's reaching some sort of a level. Can I send a chart? Yes. That's why we are here. Oh boy, oh boy. Does this from any angle looks like it's gonna drop? Does it? I don't know. I can't. It's hard for me to see. It's hard for me to see from any angle that's going to drop, unless something happens and this candle just flips bearish. Why you don't use EMAs? Because EMAs give you late entries. That's why I don't use EMAs, you know? Like when you're looking at charts, just candles, you can get way better entries than any indicator out there. So are you already in a trade or you just went? No, I'm not in a trade. I'm not in gold at all. I'm just anticipating because I just want to know, you know? I just want to be right. Because I think when it comes to trading, you really have to manage your FOMO. You have to manage of how you're gonna execute and behave on the chart. Because I see it heading up, but I'm not gonna execute it. It's just an anticipation, like that feeling of, oh wow, man, so, visualize it in my mind, and it happened.
To be honest too, Raja, if we wanted to take entries, because I'm out of my trades as well, I closed earlier, you would literally have had to take a trade at the beginning of this 15-minute candle, which to be honest would have been very difficult. You would maybe had to put buy stops here to let it move. It's very difficult, and then you have the top of this range here, which we haven't broken yet. So it's going to look good, like it's going to go up, but I don't think there was a trade opportunity to execute on. Like this is one of those things where you do analysis and say, yes, we're moving up probably to 1609 or whatever it is, but there were no clear entries to take the trade unless you were comfortable essentially saying that this was your support and this is resistance, and that I'm going to take trades within this range, which we did earlier, and it was pretty crazy. And then once this breaks out, then we're okay. I think if you're looking to take trades now, your stop loss will have to be below this candle here. You can take entries in this range here on the anticipation that we're going on the way up, but there's going to be a lot of traffic right at this level here. I think that's the issue. So if people are looking at trading, this is an example where Raja gave a good explanation on why he believes gold is moving up, but there's really no entry. Like it's hard for you to get an entry at this point. We're 5 minutes before 9 a.m. The market's been ranging. There hasn't been a clear push. I would be looking for something more of this area here, where you could say, okay, now we have support filled, but we had this, this candle pop up a bit. Now I can start to take trades here or take trades here to drive up. We don't have that over here with this candle. So like I said, if you're already in the trade, you can manage it accordingly, but it would have been very difficult for you to enter. We entered earlier, we entered on this candle here, took exits here and here. People are getting stopped out down over here, and then now this candle suddenly popped up. The next candle, ideally, if we break this resistance at 1605 and then we start to move up, will probably be your entry. And what you're looking at with that candle, similar to what we have here, is probably a tap back into this range. And then what you're looking for is this candle to form and do something like this, similar to what Raja said earlier. The problem is you're now playing in this box here, right? When we box this out, you're going to struggle through that, just because there's really no catalyst right now to push that through. So just be very cautious. If you're doing a long-term play with gold, then maybe it does work. You put your stop loss over here at 1600, and you're riding this through 1603 to 1610. We'll maybe get there tomorrow, so to speak, or maybe later today. But it's going to be very difficult to break through this range. That's all I'm saying about that.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, Mike.
Morning, Mac. How you feeling?
A little better. Oh, look at gold.
Yep. It's gonna continue moving up. GJ is breaking resistance zone. What do you think? GJ is not breaking my resistance up over here. I would say right over here. So you need to send a chart, and someone needs to turn the vibration off. Gold, 1 hour chart. Late entry, but support formed based on price for continuation. Oh, nice. Perfect. Very good chart. Oh, wow, man.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, look at this 15-minute here, pumping.
Yeah, looks amazing.
Looks so beautiful. Like, this could be one of those no retest pushes.
It's gonna be. That's the problem.
Can you check my chart? Yes, send it. Oh, 1609, perfect place for gold sells with stop loss behind last lower high.
I don't understand how you can sell at 1609.
Why not try to buy it till 1609?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Why not take a safe trade?
Instead of guessing tops, man.
I don't understand. Where does this idea of guessing tops and bottoms come from? I honestly, I wish I understood that. Like, I never did that in my entire life. I always just looked and was like, hey, maybe we can get here, or, you know, once I see candles change direction, I'll take this position. I can, like, when last week when I was in LA and I was working with people, like, everybody had these magical areas where it's like, oh, now this is gonna just reverse and go here. I'm like, how do you know that? How can you live and die by these lines? Like, it just messes up my head, because we're not good enough to call those institutional moves.
Unless we're missing something completely.
Yeah, I think I am. Legitimately, I think I am, because I have people telling me, they're like, oh, well, this is gonna reverse right over at 1611. I'm like, well, what about 1612?
Yeah.
No, 1611. I'm like, how?
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough.
Man, this markup was amazing here.
Very good.
This guy did an amazing job at this markup. Candle on physics board.
Why can't you be good enough to find tops and bottoms, though?
I'd rather just get there.
Okay, so think about it this way. If you're gonna call tops and bottoms, do that 100 times and then come back with the results. I think you need to have a little bit more of a bigger sample size, and then call tops and then come back to me. Like, I want someone who calls tops and bottoms to give me 100 trades and show me 100 trades of results of calling tops and bottoms. I guarantee you there's going to be at least, I would say, 40% of those trades that are going to be incorrect and that are going to blow you out of the water.
Also, it's figuring out your stops and stuff.
That's the other thing too, right? Like, you call a top. I mean, where's your stop then?
Yeah, that's what I can't do. That's why I can't do it that way. Just because I can't risk like that.
They're desperate to trade and make money, and they don't realize they can lose money.
Is Ted always right? No, Ted is not always right. Ted is practical. Ted brings an umbrella out when it's raining, even if he doesn't see rain yet, because the weatherman has told him there's a chance of rain. I don't want to be caught in the rain. And if I look stupid for carrying an umbrella, the one chance that the weatherman is right and it does rain, at least I stay dry. To carry an umbrella does not cause me any extra effort, and I just keep it in my hand. Similar to trading, I don't need to call tops and bottoms when I'm not in charge of the market, and all I have to do is just follow what the institutions do. If they make the market go up, I buy. If they make the market go down, I sell. I don't have to think. I don't have to try and extend energy here and try and do a diagnosis of charts saying, well, this is the top of this range because this is weekly resistance and now we're going down. No, I'll wait for them to tell me we're going down. I get paid to be in second place. And the sooner people realize you get paid to be in second place, the better off you're going to feel. The more comfortable you are, the easier trading is. Life is good. I don't care. We go to 1610 and we reverse. Great. I'll take sells when I see confirmations of going down to 1605. Perfect. We're going up to 1620. I'll take buys at 1615. I'm happy.
Is it too late to buy to 1609? Well, if you look at the 15-minute candle, this is what I was talking about earlier. That this, I mean, your stop is going to be big, 22 pips, but then your upside is relevant to your stop loss. So that's the risk you're taking.
I think the only thing you've got to take into account there is how long will it take? Do you want to hold it that long as well?
20 minutes, 15 minutes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think with retail trading, people are like, I was also caught in this whole idea of holding a big move or, like running a trade from the top to all the way to the bottom. I was stuck in that idea for a long time. And then the sooner I realized that I had to change that mindset, the sooner I'm going to start to see some radical changes. And it happened, like as bad as it sounds, but I had to keep my expectations very, very low. And it started to happen, and it was a good feeling, because then I knew that, okay, I only have to be right once or twice. That's it. Every day. And if I can do the same things, it's just going to get better and better. Like this 30-minute candle is going to close like a bullish candle, probably, because that's what I've seen over the past, like 2-3 years. The other day I was having a discussion with somebody to say, okay, like, what, I've been trading for about 12 years, and it's just, I can't fathom the fact that you haven't learned all these things about order blocks and these algorithmic martingales and this and that. I'm like, yeah, sure, because I never felt the need to learn all that. There was no need to go into some more depth and knowledge, because the sooner you realize that trading has supposed to be kept really, really simple, the better off you're going to be. The sooner you realize that.
The other thing too, Raja, with that statement, it's similar to if you play poker, right? So say for example, 6 of us sit at a poker table and we're all beginners. If you try and do advanced ideas on someone who's a beginner, you're going to get frustrated very quickly because they're not going to understand what you're doing. You have to put yourself in a position where it makes the most sense for you to apply your strategy accordingly. And to be honest, I think a lot of tools and indicators and ideas have been built to cloud what is really happening in the market. I think a lot of people have tried to solve the market, and I don't think the market is solvable. And that's where we have a lot of errors in our thinking. And as time has progressed and as the internet has become more well-known, globalization, people trading more, people are starting to realize a lot of this stuff is junk. It doesn't make sense. I even look at it now, I look at what I used to do 5 years ago, and I'm like, man, all that stuff was just noise, because really all it was just overlays on my chart of what I see now without those overlays. And I think as we grow as traders, the markets will become easier for us to trade, because we start to recognize what the institutions are doing, not at an exact level, but we know when the volume pushes come in. They come in every day at the exact same time. And now it's just, okay, how do I identify and how do we play this range? How do we play these moves? If the daily candle's bullish, chances are it's going to continue bullish. The institution isn't just going to flip it at 10 o'clock in the North American session. We're just not going to have a full reversal of 90 pips. And if we do, it's an anomaly. It happens once every blue moon. And I think people have to get used to the fact that trading is dead simple. Just focus on following the trend and taking small pieces out of the market every single day, or every second day, or every third day, and not get caught up in the hype of, well, I need a 400 pip move this week, otherwise I'm not going to be successful. Or if I don't get 60 pips off this move, I'm not going to be successful. people have to reprogram their brain to realize that sometimes if the market is choppy, if you get 5 or 10 pips, man, that's all you're going to get out of the market. Don't force it. Don't take a loss just because you have to have a 3-to-1 risk to reward. Sometimes you have to close early. Sometimes you have to let your trade run to your stop loss and profits, and you get like 3 pips. It just happens. Oh, this is very good for gold right now. Back into the range.
Someone's going to say, I told you it sells. Guarantee it.
Yeah. Look, I told you guys. Told you it sells.
That's the top of the box, right?
Yeah, it's very hard.
Or not?
Very hard.
What to GJ, that's took a bit of a move. Still back in range though.
Wow, this just shows how hard has gold been this morning. Broke that low as well. I mean, damn. See, these are times when you get stopped out the 4th and 5th time, it's not you, it's just the market's just moving that way. You just gotta accept it. There's no rhyme and rhythm to it.
It's where we are in the market right now. If you go to the hourly time frame, there's a whole bunch of mess right here where we are in the hourly. So just, yeah, if you do that, you can see like right over here, we're like in a huge mess right now. But this is your target. I agree with that 100%. It's just we're stuck in all these ranges here. But the second half of the hour, we should probably create a wick here in this area here, and then it'll probably do a little bit of a fly up, and then it'll pull back down right away. I assume that this will probably be the target for today, this little wick here, which is the top of this range here. And if we're lucky, we get to this area, but I think you get there and then you pull back a bit, and then it will continue later on. What are you guys talking about? This is a high probability on gold? Yeah, I mean, it is a high probability for a lot of people because you can see here, the wicks don't lie, right? If we talk about wicks don't lie, this wick finished low, this wick finished above that wick, and this wick will finish above this one. So wicks aren't lying, we are on our way up, but it's not a clean move, that's all. So you have to be aware of that. So here's where you use your risk management. You say, well, I'm comfortable risking on this trade because I believe we're going to 1608 or 1610 or whatever it is. But if you've already taken trades for today, what you would say is, I don't want to be part of this anymore. I was lucky that I got the trade that I got, like Raja got GJ sells, I got gold buys. And now it's like, we'll just watch the market. And if it goes up to 1610 today, hey, perfect. But I'm not going to try and anticipate that move right now. Just doesn't make sense for me.
GBP CAD soon. Well, since there's nothing going on here anymore, and let's take a look at GBP CAD here. GBP CAD sells soon. Yeah, I mean, for sells, you would want to see some sort of a bearish candle forming here, because all candles are bullish so far. So you want to see a bearish candle forming to give you some sort of like, okay, now we have some sort of a selling pressure. Let's see what people are doing here. Ooh, Euro JPY buy. Someone is opening Euro JPY buy. Oh, nice. Rwanda open positions. So 67% people are long. This is just based on Rwanda. Everything else is just 50-50. Wow. More people are long on gold. We are making higher highs and higher lows in gold. Yeah, gold is a good sell below 1600, because then you have a clean move to like, 1596. It's very difficult and aggressive to sell gold here. When does Waka get on the streams? Oh, whenever he wishes. Whenever he wishes. Best Forex course. Oh, Reddit. Let's see what Reddit has to say. Forward-thinking traders. After Effects. I knew someone's gonna talk about something. Yeah, I mean, you can find a lot of good stuff on Forex on YouTube. I mean, these streams are awesome, for one. Streams are great. There are Kyle Stokes, no, what's that black guy's name? Akil Stokes. Akil Stokes has some good content as well. My channel has amazing content. Any thoughts on FTMO? Honestly, the only thing I know about FTMO is apparently they give you accounts to trade, and for that there's a monthly fee. But I guess if the leverage is less, it makes no sense at all. I mean, if the leverage isn't 1-to, or if leverage isn't 100-to-1, it makes no sense. Yes, it's my own opinion. If anyone has their own opinion, that's awesome. But like, I think a leverage should be at least like 1-to, or like 100-to-1. Oh, you gotta qualify.
Yeah, lots of people from our mentorships have qualified.
Yeah, same as there's a lot of people I know from watching that are in London stuff that have. They sent me lots of good messages.
Oh,
I mean,
nice.
they find it good. I don't like the idea of it myself, but it's just I'd rather do my.
What's the leverage that they get?
I think it's different for different places. I'm not sure, but I think some people have mentioned that they have stipulations on certain lot sizes and also what times you can trade and stuff. I think with news and this, that, the other. I think I'm not sure, but I've not really looked into that much, to be honest.
Well, I think it's good. I mean, if people are able to get in there and use that service, I think that's perfect. Like these kind of things, I'll never disagree or agree with people on. Like everyone has their own opinion, and I'm happy with people's opinions.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think as a collective, we have to start getting used to the fact that some people like things and some people don't, and it's okay if you don't like what they like. You know, people use this and they swear by it. They think it's really good. You know, they get this, they do that, and that's perfect. For me, just doesn't tickle my fancy. I mean, if it does for you, that's fine.
Yeah, I think it's a good setup if it suits what you're doing. I mean, for getting funded, but I mean, for me being stipulated I could only trade at certain times, I've pushed me right off. You know, I don't like the idea of that, but you know, I might want to do, you know, bigger lot overdues, for example.
100 to 1 leverage. That's actually not that bad at all.
No, it's not. Like I said, I mean, there's lots of opportunities for people, and if those are the opportunities you want to take, I will always promote people who are trying to better themselves. And that's what I've said from day one. And it's gotten me into trouble because I've always tried to see the good in people. And it's like, you know, people have taken advantage of that. But if you're trying to work at a higher level, or you're trying to provide value, I will always support that, because I think it's important that, you know, there's multiple people talking about Forex. There's multiple people educating about Forex. There's multiple opinions about Forex, because it helps the new user or the new trader or even the seasoned trader get a overview or figure out where they want to fit in that system. And that's what I've always said. I think it's great that we have 3 live streams. Excuse me, we have 3 live streams now, where before we only had 1. Now we have 3. Choose where you want to go work. Choose who you want to work with. Just make sure that you're bettering yourself. That's really what it comes down to, is if you're improving and you're getting better at what you're doing, then hey, I always clap for that. I think self-improvement and people providing value will always be a positive. There can't be a negative if someone's trying their best to help you.
Very true.
Yes, Ted. It's good to see a 3 live stream on a channel like this.
Yeah, I think here you can also choose which broker you want the account on. That's pretty good. And EST Mon, that's going to be $400 for the advertisement there.
I didn't know you could choose brokers. That's what I mean. I've never looked into it enough. I didn't know you could choose brokers and stuff. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm just
I thought it'd
looking
be
at
like
it.
a set thing, and yeah, that's pretty cool.
Joseph needs to know how to spell over here. Wow.
So I don't like it being classed as a challenge. That's what annoyed me. That's what, I don't know. It's just something in my head. I was like,
We challenge you to get this funded account.
yeah.
Oh yeah, mate. What's the challenge, mate?
That's it. Get £1 million in a month. That's it.
I think if you're disciplined and if you take it for the long road,
Yeah.
you can.
I think it improves your consistency for sure, especially the ones that do lower leverage.
Yeah.
Because to be successful, you've got to earn a certain percent, I assume. To do that, you'd have to be very consistent with a lower leverage.
Refundable fee. Oh, you pay a one-time fee to get the account. But at the same time, you know what I also keep thinking is that okay, if someone has, let's say you do this, right? You do this 10,000 challenge, and if you lose 10%, you losing 10% is losing $1,000, and then they're like, okay, buddy, you're done.
Mm-hmm.
So then they're out of pocket $500 still.
Yep.
So I wonder how so maybe the business model is meant on that people are going to keep coming back, paying
I
money.
think the challenge is a demo account.
Yeah, and then you can go get real money, I assume.
Mm.
The thing is also, if you're putting in that type of money, if you're progressing that way and you're that consistent, you have a couple of goes at it, you spent $1,000, it wouldn't take you a long time to make 10.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then it's your money. That's what I'd rather earn money for me instead of giving it away. But that's why I'm tight, man. Anyway, I'm going to do one, guys. Cheers for this morning.
All right, man. Cheers.
Have a good afternoon.
Take care, mate.
Yeah, man. I'll catch you later, boys.
Bye, Chris.
Ta-da, ta-da.
Hi, y'all. Peace.
Cheerio, Pips.
Been trading for a little over 3 years, and Wickstone Y has provided much clarity. I still struggle, but it's only from the psychology standpoint. Okay, well, we can talk a little bit about psychology right now since the markets are slow. I think the first thing that you have to do, and we've talked about this previously, is you have to understand what are your main drivers, where are your triggers coming from. Human psychology is very, very important to trading, and it's not about money management. It's not about happy thoughts, unhappy thoughts. It's what are the daily triggers in your life, and how do you react to those daily triggers, right? As an example, if you get angry quickly, where does that anger stem from? So it's a lot of self-reflection. And then if you have a short fuse and you get angry quickly, how does that translate into things that you do on a daily basis, right? If you get angry quickly, you become self-destructive. So then you start to dive deeper and you say, okay, where do I become self-destructive? Maybe I overeat. Maybe I sleep more, so my moods and my emotions change. And that will then translate into trading, because now what you're doing is you're saying to yourself, okay, I had a losing day today trading, so I'm angry. So now I'm going to do something that's self-destructive. And that self-destructive tendency can come back into your account where you start over trading. And then now you take a step further back and you say, okay, well, why am I angry? Where does that anger stem from? Am I unhappy with different points in my life? And this is where honesty comes from. And if you're honest with yourself, you're going to feel a whole lot better. It doesn't mean that you have to go talk to somebody about this, but if you write it down on a piece of paper, and I don't know, maybe you eat that piece of paper afterwards so no one can ever read it. If you're that paranoid that someone's going to find that you have character flaws, the idea of, am I angry because of my current financial situation? Am I angry because of my personal relationships with people? Am I angry because I'm not where I think I should be in my life? Those ideas resonate in your head and provide a subconscious value when you're starting to execute trading. Because now what you do, you deposit $500 and you say to yourself, well, I want to better my financial situation, and I'm going to trade for a living now, and I'm going to become successful. Not realizing that the success in trading is going to be very difficult, and maybe you should be supplementing your income with a job so that you do not feel stressed about the fact that you're not making as much money as you thought you would be making while you're trading. Now the next question comes up and it says, well, I don't like the job that I'm at, Ted, so that's why I'm learning how to trade. And I don't disagree with the fact that you don't have to like a job. Technically speaking, in all honesty, if you're working for someone else, you should never like that job. And the reason why you should never like that job is because in the end, complacency is going to keep you in that position, and you're only making someone else more money. Maybe you like the stability, and that's fine. But if you have complacency, you're never going to move to another position. You're never going to increase your salary. So you should never be on the fact that you like your job 100%. There should always be something that's pushing you to do a little bit more. So when people tell me, I don't like my job, Ted, that's why I'm trading. Yeah, that's fine. But do your job to pay your bills. Treat your 9-to-5 job or your shift work or whatever it is as adult daycare. Think about it this way. You don't run the company. You don't own the company. All you need to do is put a widget into a box or click the enter key or deliver something. Like, you are in charge of what you're doing throughout the day. And if you have a shitty boss, you just let your shitty boss be shitty. Like, just accept that, because what you're doing in your job is temporary, because you're already bettering yourself outside your job, right? The problem is when you have nothing outside your job other than your job, that's where you start to feel closed in, and that's where you get really angry. But if you know that you're trading on the side and you're making $5 a day or $10 a day or maybe $100 or whatever you're doing, you know that there's light at the end of the tunnel. Your anger should start to subside, because you know that it's only a matter of time before you move on past this job. You have a little bit more money in your pocket. You start to become better at trading because of the process. That will change your psychological aspect of trading, and it'll relax you. And, you know, people always say to me, they're like, well, Ted, you're pretty stoic. You know, you take a win, you take a loss, you don't really care. Yeah, because when I was trading, when I had a job, the job was keeping me afloat. So I was never concerned about, hey, if this trade goes bad, what am I doing? Am I gonna have to reload my account? Am I gonna have to do this? It was more of like, hey, if I could just stay steady, my job is a jail sentence that I'm going to get out of eventually. But every time I make a mistake while I'm trading because of emotions or because I'm trying to rush the process, I'm adding more days to my jail sentence. And if you can keep level-headed about that and be like, hey, it's a slow process. It might take me 1, 2, 3, 4 years to complete. But when I do that, I'm going to be at a better spot. You're going to feel a lot better about what you're doing. And if you have concerns about your mental health or the way that you're thinking about things, take a step back and see what's triggering you. Maybe it's a toxic relationship. Maybe it's your parents. Maybe it's your friends that are around you that are bothering you, and that's affecting your trading. Start removing things that are toxic in your life and realize that people that are going to be around you for the long term are always going to support what you do, whether it works or it doesn't, because people that are supporting you genuinely care about you and they care about you succeeding. So if people are around you that are telling you that you can't succeed or you can't do this or you can't do that, maybe you have to remove yourself from that position with them, or maybe you don't talk about what you're doing with them, because it's just not going to be a good conversation, and it's going to put you in a negative frame of mind. In addition, you can't sway everybody's opinion on what you're doing. There's going to always be somebody that is going to turn around and say, I don't like trading. Trading's gambling. You're doing this. Stop doing what you're doing. There's always going to be that one person, no matter what you do. You can roll up in a gold-plated Lamborghini and they're going to turn around and tell you that trading doesn't work. So you have to recognize that as well from a psychological aspect, that sometimes it's better just to stay silent. Don't talk about what you're doing. Just do your own thing, keep to yourself, and work amongst people that are doing the same thing that you're doing as well. So when people talk about discipline issues or psychological issues, it's deeper than just the charts. It's deeper than executing a trade. You have to look at the environment that's around you and adjust to that and make sure that you don't have triggers or things that are in your environment that are going to affect your mental health when you're trading. It's very, very important to understand that. And the sooner you realize that, the better off you're going to be. That the charts are not controlling your mental health. The account size is not controlling your emotions. It's what's going on around you and the factors that are impacting your life outside of trading that is impacting the actual trading that you're doing. And if you can fix your life around you or mitigate the challenges that you're having in your life, like if you have no money, go find a job. If you can't find a job, go volunteer somewhere where you'd like to work and say, hey, listen, I know you're not hiring, but maybe can I just come and do an internship here? I want to learn what you're doing. You're not doing anything anyways throughout the day. You might as well go volunteer somewhere and at least build a network, gain experience, do something with someone else other than sitting around playing Xbox all day and feeling sorry for yourself. Take small steps every day to improve what you're doing, and you'll see gradual change. And that will ignite the confidence in other aspects of your life as well. It's like when you go to the gym, you go to the gym for 2 months, you don't see any results. And you could talk, like, listen to the way Raja talks. Raja is a perfect example of this whole theory that I'm talking about. The man's been going to the gym for about 1.5 years consistently now. He wakes up and he's ready to go to the gym. He talks about the gym consistently. A year ago, he barely talked about the gym. He barely talked about it because he was just working out, trying to lift weights, trying to get healthy, eating properly. Now he thrives for the gym. That's the kind of confidence that you're going to get as you start to see changes in your life. And it just comes with gradual progression. And it motivates everybody else, because I watched Raja go from, he was a pretty big guy to begin with, to now he's actually a really big guy. Like, I'm glad I'm his friend and he's not my enemy, because he'd probably beat me up. But it's just, when you look at that, that's the kind of progress that it takes, to change your life, to give you confidence to go to the gym and start lifting heavier and pushing yourself, and now wanting to do even better than what you're doing today. So don't think that, you're in this downward spiral forever. You're going to get to where you need to be, but you have to take those small steps. So there you go. In a ranging market, we talk about psychology.
Where is Raja? Oh, I'm right here. I was going to do some stuff. But it looks like this NYC open, this NYC volume should potentially keep moving gold up. If this 1 hour flips, oh boy. I think we can achieve our super target. Oh, here we go. Continue pushing.
Here comes the rocket ship.
The rocket ship is in the house, my friend. Once it breaks above 1605.50, we are gonzo. GP cat sells now, question mark. Let's take a look here. I don't know, I don't like these sells at all, because you have this minor resistance which might turn into minor support. So that might be a cause of concern. Wow, look at this. 15 candles about to close. We got a 25 pip stop. like a what? Like a 45 pip gain? God damn. What's your bench max? I don't bench. I don't bench press. I do dumbbell presses, flat bench dumbbell presses. Max I've done is with 90-pound dumbbells. Trying to get to 100. Can't even get 100 up. Yeah, I can't even get it up yet. Probably like a month or 2 months.
I can't do 70s anymore. I can't do 70s yet. I feel like my wrist is gonna break when I lift them.
But your hands shake? Like when you lift it?
No. It's just because of the momentum. Like when you swing them up, you know how you kick them up with your knees.
Yeah.
I just feel like my hands are gonna break. But you know who's coming today? Sean from Predicting Alpha. He's coming to the gym with me today.
Oh, nice.
He's in the same area, so we're gonna do chest day today. So I'll be able to lift heavier.
You know what? Oh, you should get Ted for that. Bear grips.
Yeah.
Yeah, bear grips.
Of course, he's onto Sean right away.
Oh, nice. These guys.
Yeah. So that's Jordan. The other guy's Sean.
Okay, the one with the long hair.
If your wrist is hurting you when you're lifting the weight up, you need to do hammer curls. It's your forearms that are not strong enough to hold the weight.
It's not that it's not that I feel that it's not my wrists hurt. It's just I feel like they're gonna break. They look like they're gonna break because the weight's so big and my wrist is so small.
Yeah, forearms. Definitely just do hammer curls, man. Hammer curls for a few weeks. And
yeah, I've been doing hammer curls.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. I'll add that to my arm workout when I do back.
Yeah, I don't want to do it right now.
Can we get a push on gold? Oh, I got leg day today. Damn. Leg day is now starting to get easy and easy. You know, just 10 sets of squats and some hamstring curls and lunges. That's it. But those 10 sets are killer. Like after 6 and 7 sets, you're just like, oh my god, got 3 more. How much do you squat? My max squat is 185. It's just so much distance. Like, you know, going all the way down and then all the way back up. Like I'm 6'1". For Hashan, it's easy. He's like 5'8" or something like that. Yeah, it's easy for him because like.
Wow, this guy's so cheeky. I'm 6 foot, you joker.
Oh, 6 foot.
How do you think I feel? I'm 6'4". Jeez, I go down and it feels like I'm never coming up.
Yeah. So far away.
Oh.
It's
hey,
a
Rakeel,
lot.
you're just mad because you can't even get the hundreds up.
Yeah, I can't yet.
I haven't seen Raja like full body, but he looks tall.
Yes. Whenever people meet me, they're like, "Oh man, you're taller than expected."
How tall you are, Raja?
6'1".
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I met Ted, I was like, "Damn, you're tall." Ted.
When I meet people taller than me, like one of my buddies is 6'7",
Oh.
or 6'6". And I look at him, I'm like, damn, you're tall. And I'm like, damn, that's what I look like to other people.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh shit.
I'm like, oh man. I'm like, no wonder
I might have to look up to you.
Yeah. Well, that's why normally when I talk with people, I stand further back so that it doesn't look like I'm towering over them when I talk to them. But like, I'm just worried, like when I come to UK and I see Tashawn, he's just gonna pick me up and throw me. That's what I'm worried.
That's crazy.
He's gonna be like, Raja, Ted, come here. He's gonna give us like a bear hug and he's gonna crush us. And I'll be like, oh.
Nah, I'll be like a hired hit. Anyone that fucks around, just let me know and you get demolished.
Perfect. Demolished.
I think Tashan should be an actor. I think he'd play a good, like, you know, that Idris guy. I think Tashan could be like Idris. He's got the voice and he's got that built to be an action star. Like, you call me up, I go fuck you up.
I'm a cybernetic organism sent from the future.
Like an enforcer.
Yeah.
Perfect enforcer.
Like he should be trying out for like movie roles where like it's like, you know, he's like either like an enforcer or an action guy, like the bad guy though.
Got to pay the debt, mate.
Maybe I'll start looking into that.
Yeah, I think you'd be good at it, Tashan, because you have the personality too. Because you've dealt with so many different people at your job, I think you would fit in really well in the acting field.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you for the advice, actually. Crazy place. I met a guy on John Wick 4. Like, this guy was doing some lat pull downs, and then he was like, "Yo, your traps are huge." Da-da-da. I was like, "Yo, you're a pretty big guy yourself." Started talking. Literally, we did the whole session together. Went for food afterwards. Turns out this guy's like an international fitness model. He's got like 95,000 followers on Instagram.
Wow.
Like his whole career is based around different companies flying into different countries for different photo shoots.
Oh.
And he was like, "Yeah, man. When next time you're in London or Brighton, bring your stuff, and I'll get my videographer to film us doing a workout, and I'll put you on my page." I was like, "Yo,
that's perfect."
Just, you know,
that's crazy.
The networking of stuff, just being approachable and being humble, can take you so far, man.
Yeah, being approachable. Yeah, that's pretty important. But if I saw you in the gym lifting those, you know, like those 80-pound dumbbells over your head, I wouldn't approach you. I'm like, no, man, fuck that. I'm not gonna push that guy for nothing.
You know what, and I agree with that, Raja. Like, I would never approach Sean at the gym because and it's not because I'm intimidated by him, but it's because his intensity is so great. I wouldn't want to ruin his routine. It's sort of like, you know, when The Rock goes and trains, like no one bothers The Rock when he trains. They'll bother him after he's done his workout and he'll take pictures with everybody, but he gets like super agitated if you bother him while he's working out. Like it's just a respect thing, right? It's like this guy's like a monster. Like obviously he's super nice and he'll help you, but it's like don't bother him while he's training.
You know what I do? I put on my headsets, even though I don't have battery on my phone, so nobody.
Yeah, but you're like 5 feet tall. Nobody worries.
Shut up, man. I'm 5'8".
Oh, Mac.
Steady. I'm out, guys.
Oh, come on. Don't go now.
Mac. No, stay here, Mac.
I want to take care of
deliver me some food. Come on.
No. Give me a chance, buddy. No, I'm actually really fit, but I'm just not as vascular as Tashan. You know,
no, you're a big guy for your size. You're a very big guy.
You're in really good shape, man. You're in really, really good shape.
Yeah, look at this.
Only thing you don't get is a good-headed girl. You can't get them.
Good-headed girl, my friend.
When the Indian guy insults you.
Yeah. I want to see any Nads on Instagram. You gotta see that.
No, Nadad's taken. He's got a family already. That guy's already set for life.
Yeah, but he's the model. He's the model.
Yeah, you know what you were saying before, Ted. It kind of depends what kind of workout I was doing. Like yesterday, I'd already finished my incline bench, which is pretty intense. So when I move on to like doing bodybuilding stuff, and I'm quite relaxed. There was these guys in the gym. They asked me how to bloody do exercises, you know, because it's literally the first day in the gym, and it's cool. Like I take them through and I explain stuff. But days when I'm doing like deadlifts, oh no, don't approach.
Yeah, that's how I noticed. Like, there's some guys at my gym too. It's just like they're nice guys. Like if we talk in the change room and stuff like that, but I'll never bother them while they're out on the floor working out. It's just a respect thing. I just feel that, you know what, you're ruining their day, right? Like if they want to talk to you, they'll talk to you. If not, like let them do their thing, and that's it.
So sometimes I go up to people and I say, man, that was really impressive. Like when I see someone, they're doing hammer curls with 70-pound dumbbells, I'm like, oh shit, that's impressive. There's one guy who does these crazy ab workouts, like he's gonna hang from the monkey bar, and then he's gonna lift his legs up, and he's just gonna move his torso left to right, like while hanging upside down. And I'm like, jeez, that's some strong core, and he's like 50 something.
Something.
50, yeah. Like 50 years old, 50 plus.
What do you think of those guys who pile up the boxes in the gym and then like, oh, look at me, I can jump really high? What do you think of those guys?
I used to do that when I was in university and high school for box jumping for basketball, because it gives you better vertical. I used to be able to jump a desk, which was 50 inches, I think it was. I used to be able to jump vertically.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like
mine was 48 max.
Yeah, like I could, like, you know, the school desks where you'd sit at school. I could hop those easy when I was in high school and university. Now, don't ask me to do that. Like, I'll kill myself.
How tall is the wall Trump is building? I can jump that wall easily.
All right, I gotta head out. I'll see you guys.
All right, take care.
Take care.
Looks like gold could be making a higher high now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Finally.
Yeah, man.
Patience.
You're still in that?
Yeah, I'm off today. It's Tuesdays. My weekly off.
I just closed my gold trades. Whatever.
You are in this gold trade?
I was.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I was in at 1604. I just closed it. So
this will pop up.
Yeah.
I know. I know.
It's coming.
It was, but I was in 1604 around, let's say, 7. So I took a bit of a drawdown, but I just waited. I'm just patient like that.
Yeah, that's good. Good decision.
And then it's gonna go.
Apparently, the G7 failed to reach an agreement on his coronavirus plan.
Nice.
Them man probably weren't even talking about that. They probably were like, "Yeah, man. So what did you do last weekend?" Yeah, man. I was on my £30 million yacht, man. You know, I was with the wife and the kids. They didn't speak about the coronavirus.
And the mistress.
Yeah.
The wife and the kid and the mistress.
Is that buy stop still there? Just wondering. Well, China buddy, I think you should be wondering about how you're going to execute rather than someone's buy stop there at a certain level. You know, it's not about the buy stop. It's about how are you going to execute to take a buy on gold with a good stop loss. How?
Like for example, if you take the buy around 1606, where it's right now, the stop loss is gonna be like 30 pips below.
Oh yeah.
Right, there you go. That's a 9, almost 10.
Oh, there goes gold.
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh, going.
There goes
There you
gold,
go, buddy.
motherfucker.
Gonna buy a fucking Lambo,
There goes gold, motherfucker, Lamborghini.
Korean.
Come on.
Let me get that my Lamborghini today, man.
Yeah. Sure.
Man, that's only on GJ, man.
What's this over here? Gold 15 minute. 15 minute candle close bearish, okay. Broke the high of the previous. Buy stop. Stops down over here. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So I guess now you can bring your stop down over here below this current 15-minute candle. Because now you're expecting price to continue moving bullish.
Jorella.
Patience really does pay off, though, honestly. Right.
Yeah, what's up?
You took gold.
Yeah, I did take gold. I could have stayed in longer, but like I just couldn't deal with like the drawdown and everything. And I think honestly, it's like what you guys been saying for the longest while. It's all psychological.
Yeah.
But I just kind of just tested myself to see if I could stay in the trade, and I did. But like I just said, you know what? Since I'm at work and trying to focus on like 5 different things, it's like, nah, it's not worth it. Well, yeah, the looks don't lie though.
You're so cute I could lock you up. You farted and it smells bigly bad. Maybe we'll do a walk. What? People are saying I should have brought a bag, but we're not going to. Bags are for losers, that's what we say. I should have brought a bag. That's probably good news. Like this. There's no quid pro quo. You just took you.
Mac?
Yeah.
Mac, are you there?
Yeah, what happened?
What do you think about gold? It will go to 1610 straight, or it will again range a little bit?
I don't know. It's choppy right now. I'm out. I'm done for you.
Okay.
Choppy.
How's your health now?
My what?
How's your health? You were sick, right?
Yeah, I'm still sick, man.
You still sick?
Yeah, it's just a little cough. It's not that bad, but it's
You call? Did you call Linda?
Don't that motherfucker, just answer.
If I call Linda, believe me, Linda's gonna cancel me. Things that I would tell Linda. Because you have a diagnosed case of coronavirus, he said.
The word is undiagnosed.
Yeah, I'm diagnosed. Like I'm a freaking idiot.
2 minutes, the next push on gold.
1 minute.
Hourly. But that's going to wick down.
Yes, sir.
It's going to wick down.
I have it before this minute,
careful.
then the next hour is just gonna break all this crap.
Yeah, boy.
Let's go for the 1610, motherfuckers.
1610, motherfuckers.
All right. Get ready.
Wow.
To rumble.
And it goes live. Whoa. Ooh. There you have it. There you have it. There you have it, motherfuckers. Hope you're making. Let's go.
Going.
I'm gonna make a million, motherfuckers. Let's go. Raja, where you are, man?
Who are you?
Raja,
There you are, Raja.
Raja, what are you? Raja.
Motherfucker, come on.
Get him, Raja.
Run.
Run, motherfucker. Hey, got 1627.
It's going higher. Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, God.
What a nice goal, man. Fuck all this.
Yo, everyone just
Freaking
like
consolidation. Come on.
Fucking wanker.
Let's go.
Oh no.
Let me get 1620.
No.
This can go, eh?
I mean, to be honest, my target is 627, but 1627, but
Bro, you're kicking right now, man.
16-17.
Stop being greedy.
Damn.
Come on. I closed at 20 pips. Chilling.
well,
Max,
Inad, I hope you made million, man.
Oh, no.
Make a million, Inad.
Popping. Damn.
Oh, see,
Let's
we
go,
go
motherfuckers.
17. Give it
Raja, where are you, man?
I'm still running with my one runner.
Everyone's so loud.
Raja,
you're holding a runner.
Raja's making coffee?
Yes,
Where are you,
I'm
man?
holding runner.
Good.
Oh,
Okay.
damn. 1620.
There you have it. Let me get 1620, motherfucker.
1620.
1620. Raja, you need to
Oh, it's about to hit.
Come on.
Hit.
20.
Yeah.
Hey, yay.
Amazing.
You got it, dude. You got it. Oh, fuck. I'm going to run my
20,
tech
man.
profit.
More.
Now get out.
I'll get out. What the
Of course, get out.
Get
Yeah,
out,
I'm going to
guys.
close 50%.
This is gonna drop hard now in a few seconds.
Raja, where you been, man?
Holy shit.
You missed the move.
Raja, you missed it.
No, I got it.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, Raja, you're in trade?
I was in a trade.
I'm going to close.
See, get out. I told you guys. Now it's gonna go down.
All right.
You see.
Yeah, no, what?
That was a freaking nice move, to be honest, man.
Yep.
Told you get out.
Wow.
Wow,
Yeah, I just made a
what a
couple
blast,
of-
Raja.
Wow.
I'm gonna buy you some.
Inad, you got out,
when
right?
you come to Miami, man. Trust me.
I
Inad.
got out.
Handle right
1618, 1618, I got out.
Whip.
Okay, very good.
I hope
Yes.
you close, man.
Please close.
Ah, man, what a beautiful move.
Wow, man.
Now you're gonna need to watch the replay, Raja.
Yeah, I'll have to watch the replay. No, because my son woke up and I was in buys and I was with him. And I just came here and I just closed my positions.
And it's gonna continue pushing, trust me, man. Going to the 627.
Since the gold went through the screen.
But
Yeah,
Kervin,
man. I was screaming at you because we
Kervin,
yeah.
Somebody was
why
screaming.
did you thought or knew that this 1 hour was
Damn, it's still going.
Brother, because we have this heavy consolidation. I was waiting for this move to happen around 9 or 9:30, but fuck's sakes, all this volume was trapped in just more risk.
Yeah, but I was scared. You know, this previous 30 minutes didn't have any top candle, top
Yeah,
wick,
but-
sorry, and this one didn't have any top wick either.
Yeah, but I have my support was 16 flat, like I said earlier. So this 16 was respecting. If gold wanted to drop, it will drop around 8:30.
God damn, look at GJ spiked the fuck up.
It didn't. It did.
Wait, what?
So, man,
Wow.
Not Anatol.
and then
Oh, look at GJ too.
The Fed rate cut rate.
GJ. Oh, damn. GJ.
What?
Popped too.
Fed cut rates.
Nice.
Just now?
Yeah, by 50 basis
Oh,
points.
what?
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
Wow. So much for the economy.
Well, then, what's the conclusion here is then that if you're trading the trend and this was a golden egg everyone caught.
yeah.
So what does
Oh,
that
yeah.
mean if the Fed cut the rate by 50 points? Sorry.
So that basically means that the US, basically the dollar weakens because
weaken
interest
hard.
rates go down.
I got in right here.
Oh, that was good excitement.
Man, I was in from
That's where I closed.
from
Sorry.
from 1604. I closed at like 1617.
Wow, man.
Oh, we're close to the
That's
Now,
a trade,
Kerwin,
Rakeel.
Raja,
Yes.
Raja Kerwin, now if this wick will be left, again we will going heading for the wick fill, right?
Yes.
We can catch again this move.
Yeah, if you have a stop loss pretty tight, because I enter again 1613. You see, yeah, 1614, and my stop loss was 1613. So I was just 10. Now I'm at break even. So I'm expecting the move to continue. I don't think gold is gonna drop towards this heavy consolidation that we had before.
So you're gonna reverse
Gold most probably will drop to 1609 again, 09, 010.
I don't think so. Because I'm in profits, and I was risking really small because I had this really nice move, so I took a really good profit. So I'm just risking a small part of that.
I think trading after that big move is just foolishness.
Yeah,
no, I know, but I have seen this happen.
It's foolishness. I mean,
Yeah, you're taking something
greed.
to
That's
get
just
out for
greed.
tomorrow.
there should be some sort of
Basically,
discipline.
we made 150 pips now. That's enough.
All right,
Yeah,
guys, I'm gonna
just call it a day, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna head off over here, guys. I'm gonna go to the gym.
All right.
Yes. Take care, guys. Take care.
Take care.
All right, take care, guys. Yeah.
It was good move.
Lamborghinis for everybody today.
Lamborghinis.
Lamborghinis.
Don't overtrade.
I'm gonna watch the recap.
Yeah, you're gonna need to watch the recap.
Give it a like, please.
Open the 959.
Okay.
959.
We called that move.
Yeah,
I'm gonna close.
Wow.
I'm gonna close again.
Wow, bad cuts.
Even though the momentum is up, so on the 5 minute we should have a wick fill.
Was this a surprise rate cut?
No.
It probably was, but here's the funny thing though. As it was up trading, that's what we're waiting for.
This wasn't here before.
No, it wasn't. It's an emergency.
This wasn't here before, man.
Yeah, it was an emergency rate cut. It wasn't there before.
Wow. You see, this is like you follow your plan every day, and once in a while you catch a golden egg.
Yeah, and then watch the 5 minutes right up before you go. Check the 5 minutes. You see how the 5 minutes open? That's when you take the entries. And
nice.
I entered on the 1 minute actually. I entered on the 1 minute. 1 minute, and I was looking at GJ, and then I went back to gold quick.
All right, guys, take care.
All right,
take care, man.